The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Hey, Daddy, this is $1 beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar though. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? And thank God it's Friday. TBV, TBE, and we back with another one. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. The trilogy is a go for Allegiant Stadium, December 19th in Las Vegas. Now, this was something that we all kind of heard, and this was a working date. And obviously, this fight had kind of been up in the air, whether or not it was going to happen, whether or not we were going to have Allegiant Stadium open to house the fans necessary to make this one happen. But after yesterday's football game with 17,000 in Kansas City, it looks like good old Bob Arum has talked to whoever he needs to talk to in Las Vegas and got things going. It's looking like all signs a go for the Allegiant Stadium on December 19th in Las Vegas. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, the trilogy. Gentlemen, what's up? Are you happy to hear this news?
Yeah, of course. It's awesome.
Very much.
Yo, did y'all listen? I know y'all don't watch football, but did y'all happen to see any like pictures or anything? Like that did not look like 17,000 people to me. Like the way they spread them out, and that's what I'm saying. Like we could probably even fit more, maybe because it's a ring.
No
right?
one watched that but you.
Yeah. Shout out to my running back, Clyde Hilaire Edwards. Got me 20 points in my fantasy. Listen, if you looked at the landscape of it, right, like they were spread out really nice. But think about it. That was a football field, okay? 100 yards, right? A ring, bro, they could probably fit like 25, 30,000 people in a football stadium.
Well, they only going for 16 is what Bob wants, right? That's the
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's like they could, like, the thing that I didn't like about doing like arenas at first was because I felt like the price scene was going to be crazy, right? Like the average Joe that watches boxing isn't going to be able to go because the tickets are going to be crazy. But if you do it like the way that they did with the football and they spread it out, it could be, I mean, they could just have regular tickets. I mean, they should be cheaper because nobody's sitting ringside, right? But you can still have floor seats. You know, you could still, like, I just want to go. I just want to be there. I just love the atmosphere. You feel me?
Yeah, I think what was it? 17,000?
Border Wars, come out and play. You know what I
That's
mean?
December, right?
You know what I mean? Maybe we could get a Border Wars in. Allegiant Stadium, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, number 3. Dude.
How do you say Fury in Spanish?
Furia.
Furia. Yeah, he's right. He's right. Furia. He's right. Yo, but yeah, this is a big one, man. This is for all the marbles. Bragging rights. I'm just
glad they're doing it, honestly. I'm glad they're doing it, but more than that, I'm glad there's going to be people in attendance. Like, here's the thing, okay? We already had Glovegate. We already had all this stuff. Imagine if they had a fight behind closed doors and the craziness that would, ensue about, oh man, that was a Deontay Wilder robot, or oh man, Tyson Fury. Oh yeah, you didn't hear they were beating him with chains before the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Like, I'm just making shit up.
What
But like,
in the hell is he
if you
talking
haven't,
about?
what?
What are you talking? Tyson Fury getting
The
beat
fuck
with
is wrong with
chains?
this guy,
man.
man? You kidding me or what?
We were watching. She was watching 50 Shades of Grey yesterday. I was like just in the background. But anyway, yeah. So anyway,
Yo,
you could do like
totally
anything,
not
right?
the right
And
way
you
to
could
fix that. You were watching 50 Shades of Grey with your girl. And
I wasn't watching it. She was watching it. I was on the show.
You
So,
weren't
you know
watching
what?
it. You weren't watching it, but subconsciously, obviously, you were watching it.
Oh yeah, no, obviously yes. It was obviously.
And then subconsciously, you put pictures of naked Fury with chains.
Yo, you said he was naked though. Like, bro, like that's not where I was going with that at all. I was just saying, look, the fuckatry that could happen behind closed doors, right, is very telling. Okay, and to have media, that's why we gotta have media in these places. We gotta have people that document these events. You know, the reason why
people, right? But that's just seating. That's not including, you know, the personnel, the bubble people. I'm gonna call them the bubble people. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know. I mean, they're probably going to have a 16,000 capacity for everybody, but I don't think the bubble should be included. That's just my opinion. They're going to be off in a way. As you can see, if you're watching us on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, which you should be subscribed with a D, or you are a D. And if you're not, go ahead and subscribe so you are not a D. That being said, it's very spaced out. And, you know, whatever workers and stuff, you know, a lot of people will be in the truck. It's a football stadium, so there's booths. You know, they got those box seats where they can control things electronically from and set up, you know, whatever instant replay locations and stuff like that. Just different little spots within this huge stadium to stay within the realm of that capacity and not get past the limit. I think they have so much space here. I'm just glad it's happening. I'm happy football went ahead and did whatever they did to entice Bob. You know, Bob, if you want to read the quotes from ESPN, you know, he said he's talked to everybody he needs to talk to in Vegas, and it's looking like this is a go.
Listen, I'll be real with you for a second. I'm happy, and I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. At the same time, it does kind of show you the uneven nature of sports in America and really like the whole political landscape. Like anytime Dana White or a Vince McMahon or Bob Arum or whoever came out to say, like, suggest something or talk about something, like, it was immediately shut down. Like, everybody's like, no, it's the safety, which I understood. Moving forward, as we got into May and June and July, dude, the writing was on the wall, Doomy. Like, if you watch Max Kellerman's show or First Take or whatever, like, you could see people were like, yeah, they got to do it safe. You know, they got to do it. But I don't really want to miss football, though. You know, they could let people in, and it was like, whoa, that's weird. Like, how the narrative all of a sudden changed when it got to football. And I understand that's a game that's played very far away from the fans. So, yes, there's an understanding there. But to a degree, I just feel like, you know, it's obvious there. The power of the NFL, I guess is what I'm trying to get to, is on full display during COVID season.
Yeah, and look, and there's a lot less fans that I mean, look, the last fight. Look, I'll just take the quote what Bob Arum said on ESPN. So that's what we're moving ahead on all fronts, with the security, with the virus, and everything. Arum said we're talking with everybody here in town, with the Raiders. So we're optimistic that we'll be able to do the event in Nevada and Las Vegas. I mean, and Arum said he is hopeful there will be a crowd of between 10,000 and 15,000 for this bout at the Las Vegas Raiders' new arena. The second fight between Wilder and Fury had an attendance of 17,698 on February 22nd.
I can't believe they're
the
shooting
Raiders
for
play
less.
Sunday at 12 p.m., so it'll be interesting to see what it looks like with the crowd.
And how many they have in attendance, because why would Bob come in at a lesser number than football?
Yeah, that to me is very strange. That to me is very, very strange because, like I said, that's a ring. Like, you can set up bleachers or designated areas for seating and you could fill more people in the arena. You know what I'm saying? Like football is played in the huge, like they only have the stadium seating around the football field. You know what I mean? The stadium seating is the only thing you could have for football.
Why is he? What do you think? Why do you think he's saying hopeful? That he's hopeful.
I think he's just still towing the line. Like this is still a very, very touchy subject. There are people that have been ripping the NFL apart for the last 3 months, specifically last night. I mean, shitting on them. Like, this is why we're going to have an outbreak. This is going to lead to disaster. Like, there's still a lot of people, but that's my point, is those voices are being kept very, very quiet. Like, that is not mainstream media as much. Mainstream media has kind of moved on with football. And why? Because a lot of these owners, the owners of these teams, like they're the people that are friends with the people that own the stations. You know what I mean? All these people are like, mainstream media is full of shit, first of all, corporate media. But, they're all protecting the bottom line. It's just the proof NFL has so much power based on, how much money they generate.
So
we got a super chat from Julio Pelayo. Says, que se arme la machaca y buenos dias, family. Can't wait for this fight. All right. I guess we'll get back to that translation real quick. Big Super Max says, the Las Vegas Raiders are not allowing fans, though. What? I don't understand that. I thought that's what they were just saying. That.
I thought they were allowing fans.
Well, this is the Allegiant, right? The Allegiant Stadium. This is the one in Nevada, right?
The one they built.
So the stadium you were talking about is in Texas, right?
Oh yeah, it is closed for 2020. Wow, I could have sworn that they were on one of the lists.
Oh yeah,
because Kansas City had fans in attendance, but yeah, it looks like the Raiders will open their new stadium without fans. Team announced Monday. Wow. If it doesn't have anything to do with my fantasy team, I don't really pay attention. Let's see. There's nothing more important. Blah blah blah. Yeah, in fact, it looks like they're gonna. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna go the whole season without it.
The whole 2020.
You know what it is? Oh shit! I didn't realize they were on a road. They were on the road this weekend. That's what it is. That's why I was looking, and they were talking about fans in attendance for the game. But where's that game? Who are they playing? Carolina. Oh, maybe Carolina's having fans in attendance? I don't know. That's weird. And you know what's strange about that? Is that Vegas is one of the places that early on, remember the governor opened up the hotels and the casinos and shit? And she was like, I don't give a shit. Like, she took a firm stance. She was like, I'm doing what I'm doing. Back off. And people were like catching COVID. She didn't give a shit. But Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders, I guess, says that fans aren't able to attend home games, and he wouldn't go either. Well, at least he's consistent. But still, like, that has nothing to do with this point. You know what I mean? Like, that's the Raiders making a decision to not have fans in attendance, but it doesn't mean you can't. Like, listen, I've watched probably about 4 or 5 things this week that had fans in attendance. I saw a wrestling event that had fans in attendance. I saw a rugby match that had fans in attendance. And this is all on American ground. I saw the game, obviously, last night with fans in attendance. And I know there's one more thing for sure, but I can't remember. But slowly but surely, like, they're letting fans in. They're just spreading them out. This isn't a magic virus. Like, it doesn't go out and get you. Like, if you stay within the precautions, like, you're good.
Yeah, nah. Look, maybe they could be the first ones before, they start letting in people into the football games. Boxing will, be the ones to break into that, having people in attendance. I really would like to see people in attendance, man, and they have the space to do it, So it's just a matter of whatever, I guess what you're saying politically too, right? Within the state, it's got to matter. It's got to matter because that's ultimately where you're getting the go from, at the federal level. So if they're giving them a pass, at the federal level, I think that, if the teams are choosing not to do that individually, for their fans or whatnot, or they have something against having people there, they think that this is bad. That's up to them, I guess. But who knows, man?
So, fellas, we got Lucas Santamaria. He's scheduled at 9:30. He's waking up early, West Coast time. Shout out to the champ. He's in another tough fight. It's not listed on BoxRec, and obviously I forgot who Capatillo told me. But wait till we find out. You'll see. It's like, whoa.
You said you were gonna tell us. You never told us.
I thought I told y'all. I did tell y'all. Y'all don't remember.
Nah, hell no. You didn't say shit.
Actually, yo, God works in such mysterious ways. I'm on this kid, Ethan. Let me just show y'all. I'm on
Ethan Benz.
I'm on Ethan Benz Instagram. Share screen. Why is that not working? What's going on here? Let me see.
How the hell did Doomy guess that?
I know, it's freaky. He's a weirdo. What's going on here? Why is this not? Let me see. Am I locked here? What's up?
He blocked you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe I gotta go like this. That's what's going on.
Yo, where's Shannon at? You text him?
Damn, I haven't. I don't really like bothering people. So this is Ethan Band's page, and this is who Lucas is fighting. Paul Crow. Remember I told y'all? Now y'all remember I told y'all?
What's his name?
Paul Crow.
No.
Sounds familiar, but
Let's take a
are you
look.
sharing it on YouTube?
I'm sharing it on YouTube.
I'm waiting for YouTube to.
I'm sharing it on YouTube.
I'll tell you if I remember in 30 minutes.
He's from Philly. I told y'all he could fight. I can't believe y'all forgot. This is a good ass fight, y'all. My dog gets tripping because I got some workers in the house, and she's like, always wants to be somebody's friend.
Yeah, I got a dog that always wants to bite somebody's ankles, so you're lucky about that.
Well, you know what? I don't remember, but I do remember you saying something.
Yeah. Y'all got to that next super chat from my man Super Mexan?
Yeah, super. Yeah, we got them. I was trying to translate what Julio has said. Que se arme la machaca. Machaca is like beef and pork. I don't know. But I guess he says, let the beef commence.
No, we didn't get that second one, did we?
Good day.
Not from Supermax.
Oh, nah. They got a second one? No.
Yeah, he had a second one.
No way boxing gets fan in there before the Raiders do. That Raiders fan base is super hardcore, and that would cause too much problems for the NFL.
Here's the thing.
Not if they looking at it like, let's use these boxing fans as guinea pigs, test subjects.
That's what I was talking about. Now, see? We're like the beta program to see how it goes. But
do me.
We're like the iPhone.
Don't forget to
1 through
share
4.
that Lucas is gonna be on the show. You know, or I got to do that again. I need some help today.
What'd you say?
I need one of y'all to share that Lucas is gonna be on the show, like I do every morning on YouTube.
All right, I got you.
Not YouTube, excuse me. Insta. You know, they get mad if you don't. Yo, I ain't gonna tell you who, but somebody in the last week, one of the guests we had, people's calling me like, yo, why you ain't shared it, so-and-so? And I'm like, yo, we're about to do it. The show don't start till such and such time. Chill.
Yo, I bet I could guess who that is. I'm not going to do it on air, but I bet I could guess who that was.
I'm like,
call you.
Yo, look, somebody hit me up right now talking about, yo, he fighting Paul Crow out of Philly 2 minutes ago. Ooh, he listed on the A side? No, he ain't.
Yes, he ain't.
He should be.
Yo, and he coming down from 54. Oh, my goodness. Because Kroll used to fight at welterweight. Let me see when the last fight he had at 54. I'm telling you, man, Luka, yo, why Luka be so ballsy, man? They wildin', bruh. But Crow only 7-0, and he don't get that many fights. You know, he's like a club fighter, local fighter. He's been on TV a few times, but it's only 7 fights. He already fought, let's see, Sanad Bunch. That's a good win. Let's see. I guess that's the biggest win right there.
Who is that? Because I have
Bunch.
No.
He's a heavily touted prospect. You know what I mean? I know Marcel Rivers too. You know, he's from that Philadelphia area. But that's just like, you know, get that in. But he's 7-0, 6 KOs, man. And He is heavier. Let's see what Santa Maria is and what he's
What?
always been. Because damn, Santa Maria, this dude is big, bro. This dude is
Yeah.
big.
Santa Maria always been. Well, yeah, he's always been around that weight.
Okay. So they good. They both around the same way. So they gonna be probably fighting that welterweight. This is okay.
How you spell the other fighter's name?
Crow.
Kroll. We got some super chatties.
Super chatties. My man Izzy. What up, Iz?
Izzy, the return.
Word. Building that spot was slightly over $1 billion completed at the height of C19. Eventually, they're putting butts in seats. Also, Pulev in 3. Don't forget. Ooh.
Call him Pulev in 3. Wow, a lot of people starting to say that Anthony Joshua upset now. I wonder if that's the Andy, demon living in people's mind, or they
That's
really think
exactly what that is.
I think that the Dillian White fight had a lot of people that wanted to believe that he was trash, and then he got knocked down. Like, man, I should have said that, or I should have bet that.
Right.
It got them with buyer's remorse or whatever. You know what I'm
Some
saying? Like, they wish they would have called it before.
So many people say that was. I read somewhere Bellew talking about it. Like, oh man, I heard Povetkin scream when after he hit him with the punch. Like he knew it was a fluke. Like I'm like, what the hell?
We got a super chat from Big Supermax, the mastermind. Just shout out to you, champ. Oh wait, like he could be participating in the pre-pro. He chooses to support live on air, and he says Jerry Jones will let them in. Just no state tax. Oh, just saying. That's what GAS is.
Yeah.
I thought JS
Just
was
saying
for
no
just.
state tax. That's right.
That's man. He's not lying. For real.
And why no state tax?
Yeah, but you
we
gotta
don't have
be
state.
honest. You gotta be honest. The last big fight in Texas was Earl and Mikey, and before that, maybe Chavez, Andy Lee. Like Texas don't get big fights, even though they got free state tax, man.
Chavez, yeah, it probably wasn't
Like,
it?
what's the biggest fights Texas get? Like Canelo, Liam Smith? Get the hell out of here.
Well, because it's listen, I remember getting like a quick little lesson from a promoter one time about what kind of fights Texas you have to have in Texas, right? And it's just one of those things that it has to fit the bill. You know what I mean? It has to fit the prerogative of Texas, and usually it has to do with Hispanic fighters, Mexican mostly, but I think anyone with a Latin name at this point, in Texas would do pretty decent numbers. It just depends how they sell it, and it depends what kind of fight it is. This kind of fight, a heavyweight clash with Deontay, no, hell no. That fight would do good in Texas.
Someone saying wasn't Pacquiao Margarito in Texas?
It was.
I guess that was a big fight back then. It was.
Pacquiao was one of the biggest fight. He was one of the biggest attractions.
He was
no
moving
De La
up.
Hoya, no Mayweather. He was the king.
No, but it does. You don't even got to say that. Remember, he was moving up to 54 for that fight, so it was a big fight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a shit opponent, really, if you think about it. But in all honesty, Pacquiao was the man. He was like that dominant A side. He didn't really need that big a B side.
Mm-hmm. But I think
Margarito,
that
was in Texas.
I think
Pacquiao Corley was in Texas too. I mean, not Corley. Pacquiao. Damn, who did he fight? The one that beat Cotto, or should have beat Cotto. Damn, what was his name?
I'll be looking.
I forgot.
I don't know, but I think Margarito was coming off the Cotto win when he fought Pacquiao.
I think he was coming off the Mosley loss, actually.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he would. Here's the thing: if I remember correctly, which, I do use cannabis. He was not thought as to be like a great opponent because he was coming off the loss. People were saying he was a cheater. There was just so if you think about Margarito in the Cotto time, that would have been a huge B-side. Huge B-side. You know what I mean? And he might have even been the A-side if you think about it, but in Texas at least. But no, people shit on that fight. People shitted on that fight, at least the people in the know.
You were saying Cotto fought in Texas?
No. It was Pacquiao and
Margarito.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Margarito. But who did he fight before Margarito? Dooms.
Hold on, let me.
That
just
was in
check.
Texas as well.
So if you're a Patreon, head on over to patreon.com and you can ask
Claudia.
You can ask Luke Santamaria, which is not a big fight. Luke Santamaria
No.
a question. Word on
And
the
that was
curb.
in Cowboy Stadium, by the way.
Word on
Yeah.
the curb is that he's facing this man from Philadelphia, Paul Crow. I know Crow well. He's in the gym with good guys. He spars with Ennis. He's from that Philadelphia area. Undefeated, 7 wins, 7 KOs. And
When is it scheduled?
it's coming up, bro. Let me check my Texas, bro. And I'll give you all. I should have did that on the rip, and I would have known who he was fighting.
Says 7-0, 6 KOs, right?
Yep.
Damn,
And
that's
this
pretty
is,
good.
and he'll be facing Luke Santamaria.
Who's fresh off of his win against
Mikael Fox.
Fox. Yeah,
Michael,
Fox brother.
Michael. Why everybody always got to try to make it French, Mikhail? Michael.
It's spelled not like you're used to seeing Michael
Yo,
spelled.
they wanted to get
Yo,
creative.
you look at it, you want to give it the extra pizzazz.
They
and shit.
wanted to get creative, champ. So Santa Maria.
I feel you. I'm not hating.
Yo,
I'm just saying, like, you can't hate when somebody try to be like Mickey Al.
Yo, we are
Michael.
less than a month out from Luke Santamaria yet again stepping into that fuego. October 3rd in Los Angeles versus Paul Crow on Fox Sports 1. I couldn't believe it, bro. I couldn't believe it when he texted me that. I was like, what the hell? I said, let's schedule it. That's a big fight. I know to y'all it ain't, not y'all, you two. Y'all, maybe some people that don't know Paul Crow, but I think that for Luke, come on, man. They just threw you in there with Fox, and now Fox and Crow know each other. They probably spar. I bet you I go on Fox's Instagram, we going to see pictures of Crow. You go on Ennis' Instagram, you going to see pictures of Crow. Like, you know, it's like, whoa, I'm telling you, this is whoa here. I just hope it plays out that way. What was your thoughts on the Michael Fox and Luca fight? Did it play out well?
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough fight. I always, I was very concerned because of the disadvantage that he had in the height and the reach. But, they ended up fighting on the inside, and Santa Maria was just, getting the better shots on the inside. I think that, Paul's gonna be real slick, that Philly style. So Santa Maria is just gonna have to, be careful, not trying to go in too head on. A guy like Crawford could capitalize and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure Capetillo and them, they know what they're doing. So, Santa Maria didn't look like he was one-dimensional. I think it's going to be a good fight. It is surprising to see him back-to-back like that, though.
Yeah, a little bit, definitely.
But back to
well,
back,
but when you're a Santa Maria type, you're like a fireman. You know what I mean? You got to go to the fire every time until they're ready to say, okay, we're going to put some bank behind this kid. We're going to do, like, he's going to have to be in these kind of fights, and he's going to have to win them, every time out. So I understand why they're doing that. It would be different if he was like a top ranked darling, or like a highly touted PBC prospect, or like, you know what I mean? But this is a kid that he fights, he fights, he knows how to fight. He fights well. And some kids just don't get that backing right away, and they have to earn it the hard way. And these are the people that we respect the longest. If you think about the history of boxing, so it's like kids, it's like you see like the Ennis's of the world, right? You expect them to do this. But how exciting is it when you come across a kid like Santa Maria who, nobody knows, nobody expects, and then he comes out and he does these things. It's super impressive. I can't wait to see him fight, man. I loved watching him fight the first time. I didn't pick him. Or no, I did pick him in that first fight with Fox. Because he was kind of like a second cousin of the show, we'll call it that. And so, I'm looking forward to see. What card was that on, did you say?
October 3rd, Fox Sports 1. I added them to the
Fox
call.
Sports.
Hopefully they join us.
And that's undercard. Is he a Kona main event?
That information I wasn't given because, they don't care about who. They just like,
Yeah,
look,
you know
I'm
what?
on
I
this
forget,
card.
bro. Things haven't even broken out to like, out yet, right? There's no official.
And really, he's not like Like, why do you wear? Are you wear? I mean, yeah, I guess it's good to say, yeah, I'm on, Earl Spence Garcia undercard or something like that. But at the end of the day, it's more about who you fighting and staying focused on the task at hand. And I think that's what Capotillo, because he didn't give me any of that information, like whose card it was. He just is like, yo, we back and we're gonna be fighting Paul Craw. I'm like, whoa, that's a big fight. Let's schedule Luke.
PBC doesn't even have an official. They have a date for October 3rd in Los Angeles on Fox Sports 1, but they don't have a main event.
This is all under the scenes. This was on Box
I
Rec,
know,
and it's
that's what
even
I'm trying to
off
tell you.
Box Rec. Like, you get breaking news here. We ain't Michael Coppinger, but every now and then something like this can happen. So, looks like
Quick super chat.
Looks like Sony with the super chat via Cash App saving us that 30%. Says Doomy versus Roughhouse? ? Who did you decide on going with? Because Mario, what are y'all doing? What's going on, brothers?
Cash said he wanted to battle me because he wants to get the
Alright,
title.
so
he
then
didn't want to do it.
so
So,
then
yeah, it's
Doomy-
me and
so then
Cash.
Doomy, what you want?
Yeah, I'm battling
The House of Roughness.
The House of Roughness. Then.
Oh, you don't want the trilogy with JP? Because that's been tight.
Nah.
Man, he
What?
got them wins.
Yo,
bro.
you
He
could
already
be
got
like,
two
you could be
wins.
like,
You want to see Triple G Canelo?
Bruh, you could be like the Marquez Pacquiao of border wars. Imagine y'all got 4 fights, and
I
then
think you're thinking
on
of
the
the wrong
fourth
metaphor.
one, you blank
He
him.
gets slept.
Bro, I think
I'm trying to send you in to get slept.
I think I go up against Roughhouse, and I solidify my title shot.
Yo, I don't like that fight just because Roughhouse is ECP, and why does he got to go through you to get his shot? Like, y'all, you haven't gotten your shot. I don't like that they're trying to eliminate 2 of my guys at the top with my own stone at that. Like, you want to eliminate my guys who are at the top? Well, then go ahead and bring somebody from the other side of the street. But you saying no, PBC versus PBC. They don't want to send no Crawford your way. It's all PBC versus PBC over here. That's what he's trying to do. But whatever, man. Whatever.
We're gonna have to talk off air, champ. You made a good point.
I mean, you gotta stop sleeping though, because you're running out of time.
Now we'll have the answer by the end of the program, I guess.
All right. So
But Michael Bufford says, Ness, who was that lady you interviewed last show? Laughing emoji.
the lady I interviewed last show must have been Melissa Odessa, if that's the only
Yeah,
female
that's
I
what
remember. Last show, the only female. I don't think we had any other females on recently.
Can't think of anybody else. Melissa was a fun interview though.
Dead. I said, Doobie, be careful. They don't do you like White, waiting too long for that title shot on the top.
Exactly.
I need that title shot, champs.
Yo, wasn't there a second topic we had in
And
there?
that's the thing. That's exactly the thing. Fighting Roughhouse is like fighting Povetkin when you already the mandatory. Like, what do you got to prove? Why do you got to keep going in tough when it ain't your fault Mario keep losing? So what?
The hell?
I'm just saying. I got to defend both of y'all. I got to
you said
defend
that
both
kinda
of you.
dick.
But I got to defend both of y'all. And it's like, yo, Mario's losing, so Doomy deserves to keep fighting the top 5 of the division.
Bro, I volunteered to step aside, let them fight,
I know
and
you
I
did.
even volunteered to take Roughhouse. It's not my fault that Cash didn't want to do it.
I know you did. I'm just making sure Doomy is digesting all the information properly and understands. It's like, you could be putting
Isn't
yourself,
JP ECP?
Yeah, everybody's ECP.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know.
Ness wants to make sure that they're lined up, right? But if y'all knock each other off, then one of y'all got to build back up, right?
I just don't get why I gotta put both of my thoroughbreds in against each other when they both at the top. One is third, one is mandatory. Let's kill both their dreams? No. You don't do that. That's not how promotion works. If it worked that way, Valdez would have fought Shakur already. He wouldn't have vacated his belt so Shakur could fight for a vacant title. You know what I'm saying? if that's the way boxing works, but it's not. Like, yeah, you could cash app in the UK, champ. $Ness GTO. Yo, so I mean, Capotillo definitely seen my message. He like me. He got the read receipts. So he's seen it. And Lucas, let me see. I sent him the link. But they on West Coast time, man. They probably just seeing it like, oh shit, let's brush the grill. So it's only 6:37 out there. Shout out to them if they do make it for dealing with our schedule, right? I mean, look, I apologize because I understand, but the Breakfast Club doesn't apologize. They make you wake up. Well, no matter what coast you on. You want to talk to Charlemagne the Guy, you better get up. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. But yeah, man.
I like the way you look at that. That's funny. But yeah,
what's up with this breaking the silence thing that's being
what you talking about?
I think that's just sexy
Deontay Wilder.
I think that's just sexy titling from World Boxing News. If you go through the article, Shelly Finkel doesn't say anything about Wilder breaking his silence.
Nah.
He just says that when the time is right, Wilder will come out and discuss the trilogy. That he didn't even say discuss any of the stuff that came up. In fact, Shelly said the stuff that has been surfacing is not even worth discussing. So it's like, yo, people say whatever so they could get clicks. Like, I've literally seen headlines with our interview with Gary where Gary said on our interview, I mean, and I don't know if he said it multiple times because, people repeat themselves, but he said on our interview that day, like, something about Floyd training. He like, oh, I hope Floyd trains his little ass or whatever about Devin. I've seen that line get twisted so many different ways that it's like intriguing just to go back and listen to it in its entirety and its original form to see
that's
how much it's
at
been
its finest.
Yo, brother, clickbait. Dudes is out here, they out here just putting whatever they want in them titles and
I could imagine this shit.
And that's what this break the silence is. I don't see. I mean, literally, the author wrote that himself. Like, where did he get the words "break the silence"?
Whoa, we had
Doomy going on a
soundboard went nuts.
Soundboard marathon.
No, but damn, it even took me off of what Ness was saying. Jeez.
He was saying that the author is the one that came up with the whole break the silence.
Yeah.
All right.
Aspect of
no,
it all.
but he did say something, and he said that he wanted revenge, right? I didn't know. I mean, guess.
How is that breaking silence? Who doesn't want revenge from a loss, man? Come on. Bro, it's that people are thirsty and they know since he hasn't spoken anything that remotely sounds like he spoke. People literally take his Instagram posts and be like, wow, to finally break silence, sends a message to White in Russia, in Russian. It's like, really? Like, he broke his silence or he posted on his IG? You know what I mean? But I get it, man. You got it.
You did that show too.
I did not put he breaks his silence or finally speaks or any weirdness like that. I doubt.
You did say that no, you didn't put that in the title. But you were saying that was to Dillian White, right?
Oh, obviously.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if it was obvious. Like, to me, obvious is like I could show a person with vague knowledge of it, and they would be like, "Oh yeah, that's Floyd Mayweather's talking to Manny Pacquiao." Oh, okay, cool. But to me, like, I don't know if that was obvious, but yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that it's not obvious.
Yo, I fucking sent the link to the wrong Capotillo.
Oh, man.
Call you wrong link.
Yo.
Boom, boom, boom.
Don't make me hit you with the...
Nice. Well done.
Yo, Champ-a-lamp. I'm excited though, bro, man. If this could happen in December, but yo, honestly, Mario, like, is it happening in December or is this gonna get pushed? You know, because Finkel sounded like it was, it was a go. Like, so
I think it happens. I think it happens for one simple reason: Tyson Fury wants to do it, and Deontay Wilder wants to do it. Well, I guess that's two reasons, but I think both these guys want to fight. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to stay out. You know, with Floyd Mayweather, when he was fighting, he would take these long sabbaticals and these retirements. And at the time, I was young. Like, I was just mad. I'm like, damn, the best boxer's walking away from the sport. This is bullshit. Now realizing it, you fall out of love with shit like that sometimes. You know what I mean? And you got to find it again. I think both these guys really want to fight. So I think it really does happen. Like, these guys want to make that money. I'm talking about Bob and everybody involved in the background. They want to make that money. So
Heck
I think it does happen, honestly.
No, it's definitely happening. Why wouldn't it? Like, give me the cons as to why this isn't happening, especially.
Hey, what's up, Ness?
What's going on,
guys?
brother?
What's up?
Yo, I sent George the link by mistake. I'm sorry, but so Lucas is running?
Yeah, man. Look, we're out here.
You at
I'm
the
out
track?
here waiting for him in the beach.
Oh, nice.
snap.
In the sand?
Nice.
So he's running in the sand?
Yeah.
Wow.
We always have a system of running. We run mountain. We run mountain altitude, and then we come beach, and then light work running around.
Cool. So, listen, man, I guess, Javier, tell us about this fight. Like, why another tough fight?
I was listening to you guys earlier, and I agree with Mario. Sorry, Mario, I was gonna call you Mike.
All good.
That's why I paused for a second. Yeah, with Mario, I mean, we're at a point where we take risk, and like he said, the kid knows how to fight. He knows what that's something that's in his blood. He's always talked of always wanting to be a champion of the world, and if you want to one day get to that point, sometimes you gotta fight whatever's in front of you. Take those barriers out and get to the top. And now you have a lot of A sides losing. Why? Because they baby them a lot. They take care of them. They build their records. They make them like a balloon. They inflate them, and then when they get a kid that could fight, it exposes them. So if I didn't know what Luke had or how hard and dedicated that kid is, I wouldn't take this risk. I'd probably be one of those guys too. Hey, you know what? Not right now. Let's go this way. And I'm sure there's fighters out there that I won't put Luke with, with all respect to all his opponents. But it's also a game of seeing, you take a little risk. Yeah, you do. You take some risk, but you're also seeing what you have as far as your fighter, what your fighter could do. With Michael Fox, they saw a guy that had to go in and had to shorten the distance, fighting the inside. I mean, the kid was 6'4", just and a left-handed. So his jab was so long. With this kid, he's more his height. So you'll see a different Luke that no one's really ever seen completely. And, I know I know Paul Pro, I know Pro could switch lefty and righty. So does Luke. And Luke could fight perfectly as a left-hander as he does a righty. So, that's kind of, that's the reason I took that chance.
Javier, if you could just turn your phone sideways so we get that landscape view. There you go.
Perfect.
And
Okay.
where do you think?
I'm sorry, it's breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, I think you disconnected your headphones.
Disconnect the headphones?
No, it sounds like you disconnected the headphones.
Okay, there. Now it's not there.
That's so weird.
He got
all of a sudden.
Yeah,
he got the trucks
a
passing
motorcycle came through.
Oh, there we go.
So,
All right.
man, what I was gonna say now?
Nah, I mean, look.
So what do you think? Like, where does a Paul Crow take you? Because I know he's a tough guy. Philadelphia knows he's a tough guy. Thomas Lamana, Jerron Ennis, welterweights. Maybe Danny has even sparred with him, but he's probably been on TV one time. So, like, Where do you? What is that?
Hold on, I lost. I just got you to the point where you said he's a Philly knows him. He's partly sparred Danny Garcia, but
Yeah.
I can't hear you right. Oh, there, the voice. It just keeps breaking in and out. I'm gonna try to walk a little more over here. See if
Yeah, I don't
I
know
get it.
what happened. Maybe
Oh,
you need to go.
There we go.
There,
All right.
maybe what?
Yeah, that's
No, it's better there. Oh, I guess it's because of the highway that picks up the back or something. But anyway,
it's because you were front facing, so the microphone was picking up the audio facing forward. So you got to keep
No,
your
but you
back
okay.
to the street.
Okay, all right, I'll
Yeah.
do that. But it was just muting. Like I couldn't hear it. He was talking all of a sudden. It just mute.
Huh.
But that's
Okay.
fine. And I heard that he sparred Danny Garcia. Yeah, no, I definitely. I mean, Philly
Well,
is
not
known for
about-
a
not
lot
a-
of great boxers.
it's not about him sparring Danny. It's more about where do you think this fight takes Santa Maria, because it's a tough fight with a guy that isn't really commercially known. Like the hardcores know him. Philadelphia knows him, but does anyone in LA know Paul Crow? And how much credit are you really going to get for going in tough again? Like, what are they telling you is next or could be next? Like, why do you guys just keep taking tough fight after tough fight? Is there a plan?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a plan. I mean, after this fight, exactly what you're saying, that's when you sit down and talk to them,
Yes.
and tell them, hey, now I have my negotiating. You put me with all kinds of different styles. We always came on the B side. This is not the third fighter from PBC. That we come in the B side. Back in when Luke just turned 18, we fought Timothy Lee, a 3-0, and that was an Al Heyman prospect, and we beat him in Costa Mesa, the Orange Hangar. So it's the fourth. This would be the fifth fight that we go through, because it was Marquise Taylor, then it was Willie Jones, and Willie Jones was, I believe, with Lions Promotions, which is the Charlotte brothers, and we went all the way to Houston, and we beat him there. Now we took Micah Fox, and it was a 2 week switch. We were supposed to fight Levan Navarro, who got knocked out in the first round. We were supposed to fight him. He pulled out. Then we were going to fight a Canadian kid, and then he supposedly got sick and pulled out, and that's when they threw Fox in, and we said, hey, we'll take it. Luke's been trained. We train in the gym for every style, left-handed, right-handed, tall, short, because as a fighter, you don't know. We know that as an up-and-coming fighter, you're never going to have a set opponent, unless you're a champion of the world, and they tell you ahead of time and you can plan really good. But when you're up and coming, you got to be ready for whatever comes. And that's the mentality I tell my guys, hey, don't expect to get an easy fight or something. Every fight you're going to have is fight it like it's a world title for you. Have that mentality. With him, it gives me that, if we fight this kid and we do, and, we, God willing, we win, I always put God first, of course, but we're going to definitely have now our negotiating chips on the table. Like, you know what? What's up? Come on, man. You 4 times you send us against on the B side. Now, what else you want us to prove? You guys are supporting guys that are losing on the A side, but this kid that's proving himself, taking any fight, never says no. We always say yeah, and you're not gonna give him something.
Is that what you mean when you mentioned barriers, getting barriers out of the way?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's those steps we got to take to get to, you got to slay some dragons to get to the princess.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, and we've seen this before. Like, this is not the first time we've seen a fighter do this kind of thing. And this is exactly what you get from a Paul Crow. You get the bargaining chips. You get more bargaining chips on your side of the table to go back next and say, look, we took this style, beat him. You had this kid, beat him. That pedigree, beat him. And the more and more you're able to do that, like, we've seen that. Look at Collard. Look exactly what Collard did. What did he get? Like, who did he beat that anybody knows? But now he was the A side, and now they're starting to promote him, and now they're starting to use him. So this is exactly what Lucas gets from a fight like this.
Javier, were there any other options?
No, actually, no. I mean, that stuff, it was funny because I sent a video of Luke hitting the double M bag, and they came back at me with the fight. Okay,
Wow.
that's why we're fighting so fast, because Luke only I gave him a week off because of his baby, but he was back in the gym right away. And so as soon as they sent me the fight, I was like, I always talk to the team, I always talk with everyone, with my father, with Luke, his father. We're always in communication. So I kind of ran it by him. I go, look, I know we could do this, but I want you guys to be fully committed too, because I could be in my heart. I always say there's not a coward trainer. We're not getting up there. So we're always going to be like, yeah, whatever. But so we talked and everyone was on board. We're like, all right, guys, we're going to get ready for this one again.
And does it bother you at all that Crow is ranked beneath Fox? So it's kind of like not a step forward, if anything, a step sideways, even could be considered a few steps back.
It's never really steps back when you got a guy that's undefeated. For whatever reason, it's never a step back, and every fight that you take, there's not an easy opponent. That's what everyone's got to realize, and these guys, they're in the fight game. None of them are really scared to fight anybody. So beating a guy that's 7-0 with 6 knockouts, people might say, oh, he fought tomato cans. Dude, he had to knock out those tomatoes. You get in a fight in the street, you could be hitting a guy a bunch of times, you won't knock him out. So obviously he did what he had to do to get him out of there. So he's not an easy opponent. Now, at the same time, I know that people are gonna say, yeah, but he's not even, he's ranked less than you guys and everything. But like I said, I don't feel that as being a step back. Any win is a win, and you go forward.
Man, that's perfectly said. I couldn't agree with you more. I think you're handling this kid amazing. I mean, I was listening to you speak, and I'm like, if I was a fighter, I would want to coach just like you. I wouldn't want a Freddie Roach with a million dudes and, and all the stuff that he's got going on. I would want exactly like you. So let me ask you, is there anything based off of this opponent moving forward that you're going to do different than the Fox fight? Like in terms of maybe conditioning or training? I mean, like any sort of training whatsoever. Like what's different about Kroll that has you alter the path for Lucas?
It's not different. It's obviously we know he has power, so be more cautious. Keep his hands up more.
So it's more of a game plan thing,
right? More of a game plan. As far as conditioning, my father had almost 10 champions of the world, about 10 champions of the world. Everyone remembers the Margarito, but he had Julio Navajo Borboa, he had Chino Isidro Garcia. Chino Isidro Garcia. I think in the amateurs, he had beat Mayweather. Of course, he would never beat him in the pros. He was a 112, 118, 8-pounder. But he became champion of the world. They went to India. I think it was in India. They went to see as spectators. And the guy that was supposed to fight, Montiel, got sick, food poisoning, and the show was going to fund. They just saw him in the stands and told him, hey, they told my dad they knew that the kid was already ranked and he was training. That day he had ran mountain and sparred 8 rounds with Eleazar. I forgot Eleazar something. He was a real tough fighter at the time. And spar 8 rounds. And they told him, hey, you guys don't want to fight for the title? They negotiated $50,000. At the end, it was $35,000 that ended up. They borrowed shorts. If you see that fight of Chino Isidro Garcia, it says Vasquez on his shorts. His name was Garcia. They borrowed shoes. They borrowed. Yeah.
This is the craziest story I've ever heard.
Dude, and there's a link, I think, that it says from the bleachers to the title, something like that, and it talks about his fight, about Chino Isidro Garcia. And see, everyone knows my dad for just the Margarito, but he's trained a lot of other. He trained Bridget Riley, champion of the world. Shit. Giovanni Segura, while he couldn't be in the corner, they went to Puerto Rico and they didn't let him be in the corner, and he knocked out Ivan Calderon. In Puerto Rico. Then he went on and knocked out La Bomba Gonzalez.
Oh, yes.
And then he was also, he also had Títere Vasquez. So, I mean, it's a system that we have of working with the guys that it's, Dougie Fisher, I believe, named him the General because of the way his style of training fighters, just pushing him.
Javier, did your father have Puppet when he fought Canelo?
No,
Oh,
no, Puppet was still beginning. He was still kind of young to himself. Puppet was a tough fighter. He was very awkward. It wasn't very
Very
fan
awkward.
friendly. It wasn't very fan friendly. But he was very awkward. When he fought Canelo, there's people that say the first fight he won, the second one he did lose. He himself said, "Yeah, I lost the second fight." When Puppet fought Timothy Bradley, uh, Timothy Bradley said himself he had a broken rib. He broke a rib from Timothy Bradley, and but it's yeah, we weren't with him when he fought Canelo.
Mm.
cool,
Wow,
cool.
man, I love that story. I love
So,
the everything leading into this. Yo, I'm rooting for you, man. Honestly, I love this kid. He's so good and he's fun to watch. But just this story, you know what I mean? It's I don't know. This is what made me fall in love with boxing.
so I
These
know.
type of underdog stories and
I'm
things
sorry.
like that.
I,
Go
I
ahead,
know
Neff. I'm
that I
sorry.
know that Paul has sparred Sean Porter to get him ready for the Danny Garcia fight. So he's familiar with that rough and tough style. I don't want to say Sean is Mexican style, but you can definitely throw him in that category with all the punch and the awkwardness that comes. How do you think that would be? I mean, does that prepare Paul, or is Santa Maria completely different?
He's completely different, and that's the thing that and he's Santa Maria. Like I said, he's a counterpuncher as well. He's a boxer. He could brawl. It's knowing how to work the short distance, the middle, and the far distance. I mean, if I have to make him run around the ropes and just pick jabs like Ali did, I'll have him do that. He's got a lot of footwork too. Uh, Santa Maria could adjust to many styles. That's the thing, and that's why I'm sure they're talking and saying, "Look, man, I did this. You could do that," but they don't realize that it's going to be a completely different
yo,
fighter.
by they you mean Michael Fox because he's from that area, right?
Correct, correct, and that's because I heard you say that they're in that area. So I'm figuring if they're
Yeah.
talking, I mean, that's Mike Fox's dad said it. Either this kid's record on paper doesn't show what he is, and I agree with him 100%. It doesn't, But like I said, we had problems with an old manager that when the kid was 7, 8, say he had just turned 18, he wanted to put him with a bunch of left-handers, and I told him, dude, this kid's not ready for left. He's never fucking even sparred a left-hander. How are you gonna tell him you're gonna fight a 10-0 kid for a left-handed just so you could look good? Try to make your gym and yourself look good. I told him, no, I'm not gonna fight him there. And we had a lot of problems back in because they just didn't know. I'm not saying a fighter you gotta get used to fighting a left-handed. You gotta work a lot of sparring with left-handers. You gotta, as a coach, you gotta stand as a left-hander and mitt a little different so that they know how to pivot out of there because the hook of the left-hander and the straight left is very dangerous of the left. Keep your foot outside, all that stuff, and there's no, and then as you're fighting, as you're sparring, you see there's left-handers that don't know how to walk to their left hand, which is their power hand. So you see all those. You learn to see if the fighter knows how to walk to the left, and then you test them. Walk to the left, walk to the right. See how they walk in the ring, and that's how you start breaking the opponent down. Like seeing, okay, you know what? He doesn't know how to walk to the left. He doesn't know how to walk to the right. So there's a lot of work. We've been together 6 years. We've been working a long time for this, and so that was the reason that I was so against the left-handers at that time, and especially when we fought. The only loss that Luke has that shouldn't have been a loss, and I was upset, but I did notice that he needed adjustments, and that's the reason I said I don't want to fight left-handers right now at that time, and we had that fallout. But there's definitely gonna see a different fighter. So even though I mean Luke sparred a lot of big names himself, when Tite Vasquez was champion of the world, he sparred him. He sparred Chris Algieri in Wildcard West or Chinchill's gym. He sparred Postol. He sparred man, so many names. Honestly, we sparred a lot of good fighters that I don't. They're gonna get mad at me because I don't remember. Right now. Oh, we sparring with Flaco. Um, Flaco trains with used to be with Abel. Now he's with Manny. He's a Russian or Ukrainian. I don't know if you know him.
I don't know.
He's 17-0 with 17 KOs, 154.
But
Wow.
since you mentioned him, does that mean that you got to spar with Terrell Gaucher?
No, we didn't spar with him. No.
Because Manny trains Gaucher as well at 54.
Okay. Yeah, no, I seen him there. But no, I don't. No, we didn't spar with him. I mean, I know that. I'm trying to think of the kid's name. He's fighting. He's got a fight coming up on the 20-something of September. So it's they call him Flacco, and he's a Ukrainian, I believe, or Russian.
Yeah, I'd have to look him up, man. 17 KOs, 17. Yeah,
he beat Freddie Hernandez.
Okay.
He stopped him in a body shot.
Freddie.
Let's
look, it don't matter. Yeah. Sparring is sparring. But Freddie should be saying goodbye at this point to the sport.
Oh no, he retired. Already.
Oh, he did. All right, beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
he retired. He just wanted to be Perro Angulo and then retire.
So how many more miles he got? We trying to hold out. See, can we get him on?
I know. You know what? He's probably. Oh, they should be coming right now. I got my amateur started a little before, and my first amateur's coming in right now. You see him right now. They're running right. I don't know if you see him.
Oh yeah, we see him in the distance.
Does he smoke everybody or what?
This kid, he's 16, and he won. Yeah, that's not Luke. That's one of my amateurs. But they come, and I got another one that's 14.
Why sand? I know that it's tougher, and I've seen Rocky, I've heard it for years, but why sand? Can you put your back to the street? Can you put your back to the street? Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavier. You know, it's heavy. You're working your legs. It's just strength. You're pushing through.
So it builds strength and endurance at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything like it on the planet? Is there another? Can you think of an equivalency to running on sand and what it does for your legs?
Well, running mountains. You know. It's almost,
so like uphill running.
Yeah, it's fine because it's heavy. You know, it's all heavy. It's all you're pushing. But the air is also fresher out here in the ocean, you know, it's cleaner, especially when we come early in the morning here in Cali. And then right now we got the fires going. So there's a lot of smoke. We got ashes on our cars.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It looks so smoggy in the back of you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's you know, so that's
it looks like there's a fire over there. Like, look at that. You see behind us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the fog coming in also from the ocean.
Oh,
but
yeah.
But no, there is we got we're in East LA, but we got the San Gabriel Mountains, they're on fire. San Bernardino area has fires. Now San Diego got fires. San Francisco towards that area, Northern California, all on fire. 7 people passed away already, you know. So it's pretty, the fires are going crazy right now.
Listen, you know, I don't like saying things like this because I feel like I'm trivializing the situation, but God, like it just sounds like I could write this script. Like you got fires in the back and they making you fight people that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. Listen, this is at the top. This is like top 3 fights I want to see this, you know, for the rest of the year, like that are scheduled. You know what I'm saying? Terrell Geisha and Erickson Lubin, we had them on last night, and that's obviously a big one. But this one, man, I can't wait, man. I really, really want to see this fight now. Like, I mean, I wanted to before, but it's like, yo, everything you're saying, I love it. I love it, all of it.
Yeah, because I think you guys are getting that feel of a journey. You know, it's just beginning.
Hell yes, that's perfect.
I tell him, I go, you know what, Luke, we haven't accomplished shit. We're nobody. You know, we're still. You won a 10-round fight. Great, good for you. You did a great job. Your conditioning was there, but I mean, you know, when you go up against my goal, my focus is like the Danny Garcia, the Errol Spence, even Crawford. You know, all those fighters out there, the top dogs. I tell him, they'll never forgive you. One shortcut that you take here at that level, the elite level. They're looking for one good shot, but they're not anxious for it. They know how to look for it. It's almost like the police. When you do a crime, they let you go, but they're gonna catch you sooner or later. It's all in times on their favor. I tell Luke that's the same way in boxing. You know, you give them that one shot. What happened with Danny Garcia and Bam Bam Reels? Bam Bam Reels was doing pretty good. I thought, oh, he's doing good. Dropped through a lazy jab. It was over. Night night. You know, Danny got him with that right hand right over the top, and that was it. So you got to be you almost got to fight a perfect fight with all those guys. And to get to that point, it takes a lot of work and a lot of mental discipline as well as for the fighter. You got to be disciplined.
Well, what kind of recovery methods, if any, do you use? I know he's been back to back. You know, I know that's always a concern, pushing your fighter a little too hard. How's he feeling, and what kind of recovery do you do?
He's doing good. He's feeling good. Recoveries. I know there's a lot of people that believe in the Frio and all this. We're kind of old school, you know. We give him some rest. We start live work again. He didn't come hurt. He didn't come out hurt. His left knuckle hurted a little, very little, which is normal. You know, there was a 10-round fight and there was a lot of punches thrown. You hit in the head, you hit in the elbow, so you know, and it wasn't like a major knuckle injury that I wouldn't have taken the fight. I would have said no. So we gave him only about a week of rest with that hand. Meanwhile, we worked the other hand, but we're always working. Recover. I mean, we do massages every so often and that's to relax the body. Cause you know, you start seeing your fighter get too tense, and that's when we know the work's getting a little heavy. We got to massage him, do a good massage, let him rest, and but that's pretty much it. You know, watch the cards. One of my other kids running, but
it's good old sleep.
Yeah, you know, yes, good old sleep. Eating healthy, because you know people get into all this dieting and all. They're fighters, man. They gotta eat real good. Dinner is the one I tell them don't, you know, cut, you know, really a real small dinner. But the breakfast, you know, decent, you know. But a lunch, I like them to eat real good because that's what they're gonna burn. We work hard in the gym. They need that energy to burn. You know, they need carbs. They need everything to burn. Luke's here too. Luke, it's right now, not at 9:30. But go ahead, go change.
Yeah, listen, give him time. Yeah, we're good.
Wow. What kind of road work did they just do? I mean, miles.
They did. It's in the truck. They did. They do 6 miles
in the sand.
Yeah. Well, they run wet sand as well. I mean, you know, it's a little harder down there, the sand. Yeah. But they run. I want to say maybe of everything they run, maybe a mile in the sand of just loose sand, and then the other 2 miles they run on a little wet sand, but it's still sand, man. It still sinks in.
Oh yeah. No. I've ran in the sand, man. It's tough either or, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you could simulate it like in the gyms with like those thick mats. You know, that they have, you could do mitts on those and it'll simulate, you know, because, you know, you can fight on canvases that are slick, canvases that are your feet will sink in. Right. You know what it's like, man. So it's good to be training in that type of environment.
Some that are loose, you know, the that's loose, so everything's moving everywhere. So
those are the worst, like vinyl.
You know what I don't like, man, and I've been you know advocating for this for a while is you know the sponsorship stickers they put on the canvases, man. I've seen so many fights where guys slip, a guy you know tried to throw a punch, he went the other way. I think they need to do a better job with those, man. Even when you guys were fighting, I think there might have been some slips in that fight.
I think you're right.
And I'm always calling them out, man. Because I'm a type of guy, I mean, Ness will tell you, you know, I'm not the super coach, but, you know, I coach here and there, you know. And I always tell whoever I'm coaching, like, you know, go in the ring. If you ever get a chance to go in the ring before the fight, if, you know, it's rarely, in amateurs, obviously, you could get a chance to do that. Oh, the champ came back from the 6
champ. Hey, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give him the headphones, okay?
Okay.
And then so you guys can talk to him now.
Hey, thanks, Javier.
Hey,
thank you, man. Thank you, brother.
I hope you guys continue to, you know, follow his journey.
Definitely, bro.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Thank you for putting us with the tip, giving us the tip, man.
Yeah. No problem, man. No problem. They took it off a box rig, but I already talked to my people. It's still a go. All right. We're still going. Everything still stays the same. We're
Awesome.
already getting tested today for the coronavirus at 10:30.
Nice.
We start
Awesome.
testing today. All right.
Good,
Okay,
good.
here we go.
All right.
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
Mario, remind them which way to face.
Gotcha.
What up, gentlemen?
Hey,
How
what's
you guys
going on,
doing?
Lucas? Hey, just so you know, you got to keep your back to the street because the mic picks up the cars. So just stay facing the sand. Yeah, perfect.
All right,
Perfect.
got you, bro. Got
How
you.
you feeling, man? You don't even sound out of breath. What the heck?
Nah, man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I just finished the beach run. I hate this freaking run, man. The beach is it's a beach, man. It's a beach.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we were talking.
It's the beach. Yeah, word.
Yeah, man. Getting ready, you know what I mean?
How you
Can you put your
feeling, man?
back, Santa Maria, put your back to the ocean?
Okay.
No.
Want me to go more in the sand?
Yeah,
perfect.
So
That
we
would be
don't
better.
hear the cars.
All right, got you. Let me go more in the sand, bro.
Ness, the cars are driving in the beach, so he can't help it. It's gonna happen no matter what, but it's better this way than
All right.
facing the other way with the freeway in the back.
How does that sound now?
You
No, that's
good.
great.
You're
You're
good.
perfect.
All right, cool.
So what do you know
So-
about Paul Crow, man?
Sure, I know he's like every fighter we've been fighting. He's a tough fighter, man. I know he has pop, so we gotta be careful with all that. You know what I mean? But the good thing is that he's my size, so I don't have to be jumping to throw that jab. You know what I mean?
How do you know he has pop?
Oh, well, because he has I'm going based off his record. You know what I mean? He got 7 wins, 6 KOs. You know, so we're assuming he has pop.
I was asking Javier if he felt like it was a backward side step, forward step. How do you look at Paul Crow versus Michael Fox in terms of opponents for yourself?
I mean, I see him the same, man. He's a step in the way, you know, where I want to get to. So I look at them the same, man. They're both a threat. So we gotta eliminate the threat.
And where is it that you want to get to?
Shit, man. I want to get to the top, man. I want to be champ. I want to be champ one day. You know what I mean? And I know I got long ways, but you know, it starts with the dream, man.
And this is going to be 47, right? You're campaigning at welterweight.
Exactly. Yeah. 147.
And your title that you look to win, you want it at welterweight first, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Lucas, do you think that in a way, like, okay, this is what I'm thinking, right? You got fighters that are like prospects that are highly rated and people think the world of, and they got all the backing in the world, but they put them in easier fights, right? Building up the resume. You have something to fight for, like almost every time you go out. Do you think that sharpens your skills, knowing that, like, yes, you're not fighting for a title, but it's like every time you go out, there's something to prove?
Honestly, yeah, man. You know, I know every fight it's either take one step back or if I lose 10 steps backwards. You know what I mean? So I know I gotta go sharp all the time, man. I gotta be on my P's and Q's. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah, man. I gotta be prepared at all times.
How many, if any, guys have you sparred that kind of emulate that type of style? Any slick boxers that you've sparred lately, or maybe in the other fights?
Well, right now we just started sparring Sergey. I forget his last name, but he's 17-0 with 17 KOs.
Yeah, he was just telling us about him.
Yeah,
Man.
so we're sparring him right now, you know, and that guy obviously has a lot of pop because 17 KOs out of 17 fights, you know what I mean? So and he gives a lot of pressure too. So you know he's gonna help us prepare for Crawl.
All right. And
have you watched tape on Crow?
Crow. You know what? We watched a little bit. I know Javier watched more than me, but yeah, we have watched a little bit of video on him.
Are you into that? Like watching your opponent, or do you just, you know, once you know the name, you've seen his face, that's enough for you?
You know what? That's enough for me, man. I let my coaches do all the studying, you know, and then they're the ones that tell me, you know, what to do, and we prepare like with the mitts, and he you know, he tries to like replicate his style. So yeah, I leave it to them, man. Honestly.
Do you ever watch interviews that your opponents do before the fight or after the fight?
You know what? No, man, I don't. I don't know why. I just don't watch the interviews, bro.
No, that's good. That's good. You
That's good.
I
That's
just fight,
smart.
you know what I mean? I just fight, you know.
definitely.
And yeah, man, I let my coaches do all that.
So
How's,
speaking of your coach, real quick, Doomy asked Javier a really good question earlier about what was it? It was about recovery.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about the recovery process. Like, you just ran this, you don't sound tired, but do you feel like you're getting adequate enough recovery from the last fight and that training camp and then having to jump right back into another one?
You know what? I recovered fine. I wasn't bruised or anything. I just had a little scratch right here, like it was on my face. But other than that, I didn't have no bumps on my head or anything. I was just really sore. And after that week off, I felt pretty good. I felt like I was good. I feel like my body recovered fine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
And especially since I'm always in the gym, man. Honestly, I like I said last time, this fight was the first fight where I actually had a break. So after all my fights, I'd be in the gym the next Monday. So it was
Wow.
My body got to recover fine.
So that's the secret then. Just don't let yourself get sore. You just stay in the gym. Awesome.
Yeah, man. Especially for me, man, because I could freaking eat, bro. So I stay one week, 2 weeks out of the gym. I'll be fucking 180, dude.
Word. Damn.
Yeah.
And you recently become a dad, right?
Yeah, my baby's a month
Congrats.
and 2 weeks. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Awesome.
How's that going for you?
It's cool, man. It's a beautiful experience, man. Beautiful, and especially since my baby don't cry, dude. Like at night, we gotta wake her up to it. You know what I mean? So
Word.
Oh, it's a good experience.
That's
far.
what my mom said about my brother too.
She must know that dad got some important things this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's a good one. That's awesome, man. Does it feel different, like in the ring, or I mean, I guess when you're pregnant, you've realized, like, since the baby's been born, like, is it? I don't know. Does it feel any different at all? Or are you still just focused? Like,
yeah, man. No, man. You're even more focused. I remember when my dad used to tell me, like, when she's here, you're gonna know what I mean, Or like when I would get in trouble with my dad, be like, when you have your kid and they,
vas a ver.
Ya vas a ver. You're Hispanic. You guys know.
Yeah, my mom used to say that shit to me all the time.
Ahorita no entendés, pero
So,
cuando tengas yo.
Luca, let me
now
ask
that I
you.
got my baby, bro, it's a lot different, man. It's a lot different.
What's
I'm
your
away
name
from
her?
I'm away from her.
If you don't mind.
We named her Bella Grace.
Beautiful.
Bella Grace Santa Maria, man.
Let me ask you about Crow. Do you think he's gonna stay in that southpaw position? Or
He's a switcher there, Capitano.
Yeah. I feel like he's gonna be switching. Because I switch myself, so I feel like if he sees me switch, he's gonna switch. So it's just gonna be like a little chess game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight.
So you plan to switch with him? Well, I don't want you to give up the game plan, but
but I mean, if I see I just gotta see where his weaknesses are, So just be switching back and forth, moving, pressuring, all that.
We got some questions. Oh, you got something else?
Yeah, no, I'll just say this. So the southpaw position is not really a concern for you.
Not really, man. Not really. I mean, Michael Fox, he was a lefty, and we did fine, against him. And we spar lefties here and there, so we'll be ready for anything.
All right, these questions that are coming up right now, Lucas, are from the people, one of our most knowledgeable listeners here in the Boxing Voice. First one's coming in from Connecticut. It's from Coach Myers, and he says, "What's going on, champ? Your only loss was 5 years ago. Champ, your only loss was 5 years ago when you were 17, and that was against Daniel Cota, who was 30 at the time. Do you think the age played a factor in that fight? And would you want that rematch at some future point in your career?"
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel like not to put up any excuses, because I don't like excuses, but I think the age played a little bit of factor in my loss. I was 17. I was still in high school. Oh, sorry, I lost you guys. Yeah, I was still in high school. Okay, got you. I was still in high school, man, and with all the school and everything, it was kind of, I didn't know how to balance it. You get me?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot on your shoulders at
Yeah,
that age.
exactly. Yeah, but I mean, I think it did have something. It did have a little bit of to do with my loss, but honestly, in the future, if the rematch comes up, I take it. I remember
Are
my
you that
mom.
type of fighter? Are you that type of fighter that wants to kind of get back?
Yeah, you know what? I remember a day after I lost, my mom was all like, "Hey, we gotta fucking go back there and get that rematch." My mom and my dad.
Let's go, champ.
That's crazy.
And my coach is all like, "Yeah, just calm down, calm down. We'll get him in the future. We'll get him in the future."
Wow, that's dope.
But
Man.
yeah, man.
Shout out,
In the future, if it comes up, it comes up. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, next was from Victor Banuelos, and he says, "In your opinion, do you believe guys like Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo will receive credit for defeating a fighter like Canelo Alvarez? If so, why do you think they will get credit?"
Oh, of course, man. I know they'd get all the credit in the world, man, because Canelo right now he's the great one of the greatest right now, in this era. So he get a lot. They'd get a lot of credit if they beat him, Because Canelo, he's tough, man. He's a tough mother, you know.
Mofo.
Yeah, mofo.
All right, the next was coming from James Valdez. This is from San Antonio, Texas. He says the welterweight division is stacked right now. Spence versus Garcia. Who wins and why? Congrats on the baby, champ.
Thank you. Honestly, I feel like I think Spence is gonna take it. I feel like he's the younger fighter. I feel like he got some better style. So I think he'll take it.
All right, so you said Garcia take it?
No, I say Spence.
Spence take it. All right.
Yeah. Even though he just got a car accident, but I don't know. I feel like he's still good. He's still good.
He's still good. You feel like all that stuff they saying is just things that people are just assuming.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Hey, next was coming. Next, you gonna say something?
I was gonna say, Lucas, how do you feel if I got Paul Crow on the show?
That's cool, bro. Yeah, we're cool.
You sure? Because I don't look, obviously someone must have sent him the link. He sees you on. He wants to come on. I don't mind having him on, but I can always schedule him for another time. I mean, it's going to be some time. It's going to be some time. He doesn't have his Skype or anything like that, so, But I'm just saying. Because yesterday we had Lubin and Terrell Gachet. They on PBC. They're going to also face each other. So, just saying.
All right.
It's cool, man. It's cool.
All right.
Next question is coming in from across the pond in the UK, George Foster. And he says, who do you think has the bigger fan base, Terence Crawford or Earl Spence?
Man, I don't really follow him, but I think I think Earl Spence, bro. I think Earl, or actually, yeah. I mean, I feel like they're both, they're both up there, man. So I think they're
for sure.
Yeah, they're both up there for sure,
All right. Well, this was coming in from Newark, New Jersey. King Amin of Essex, and he says, "Peace, champ.
What up, man?
After what most would call a big win over Fox, do you think that your future opponents will try to be more prepared for you, and how will you handle that?"
Yeah, most definitely, man. I feel like I was the underdog big time. So and beating this guy, I know beating Fox made people think like, oh, this guy's no joke, So we got to go in there 100%. So I know my future opponents. They're putting in that work,
Absolutely. I think this is the last one. This is coming from Dallas Fort Worth. This is George from Dallas Fort Worth. He says Loma or Teofimo, and stoppage or decision.
Well, that's a good fight, man. That's a real good fight. But I don't know, man. I think I gotta go Loma, man. That guy's style and his boxing IQ is crazy. So I think I gotta go Loma, man. and I think it goes to 12. Honestly, I think it goes to 12 round. 12 round.
12-round Loma.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it goes 12 round Loma. If Teofimo don't knock him out.
Yeah, that's a
If
nice
Teofimo don't
if
knock
right
him
there. Shit.
out.
I think that was the last one from Patreon, Ness.
Well, yeah, no, we'll reschedule this way.
All right.
This way, it doesn't come as a surprise for either of you.
Okay.
And I
Have
don't want to.
virtual.
And I don't want to keep you waiting while he sets up, right? Because he didn't have a Skype. He wasn't ready. But if you want, you can definitely tune in to hear what he says, because we're gonna ask him all about you. But I do want to thank you for coming on. We appreciate that you keep coming back on. We want to continue
thank you
to
guys,
follow
man.
your
Appreciate
career.
you guys.
Nah, man. We appreciate you. If you could just give out your social media for anybody who isn't following, you can do so. And then just thank you again, man.
All right, thank you guys. You guys can follow me under Luke_Santa Maria on Instagram, Facebook. I don't have a Twitter, but I always say I'm gonna make one and I don't end up making one. You know?
Let's go.
I gotta jump on it.
No problem. No problem. Well, Luke, man, thank you so much, man, and enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, man. Likewise, you guys
All
too.
right.
Have a good one.
Soy el jefe de jefes, señores.
So yeah, I didn't want to keep him on while he's waiting. We'll just get Paul separately too, and I don't want to create any fake animosity, but I definitely want to talk to Paul. And it seems like he's available, but he's setting up his own Skype. Not everybody has Skype. Don't know why, but yeah. And I don't know how Zoom became the new thing when Skype's been doing it forever. Like, they just played Skype out. Like, yo, let's just go with Zoom because of the pandemic. It was part of the pandemic, probably. It was like, yo, we're going to cause this pandemic and push Skype. Huge conspiracy.
They made a play on Skype.
Right. Paul Crow got sparring on YouTube, y'all.
Oh, he got sparring. I seen. I was taking a look at some of his fight.
Yeah, he's out here. There's footage on him. Yo.
I think he's a slick boxer. He's a slick boxer, and he definitely has some weight to his hands because he's putting these guys out. Yeah. Obviously, some guys, and I'm gonna play the casual, because you guys just be surprising me sometimes. I mean, I know I surprise you once in a while with a name and a promotional company, but you guys just know everybody. And Paul Crow is not a guy that I was too fancy on. But now, taking a look at some of the footage, guy moves good.
I'm like, yo, Ness, you and your big ideas. I literally got workers remodeling the bathroom, and I was supposed to end this show.
Yeah, you wildin'.
I was supposed to end this show early, and here I am getting Paul on because it's just better for the people to see who he's fighting. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is him, okay, and that energy is like, I want to keep that going. I only love boxing, but Paul, where you at? I sent him the link, so all he got to do is jump in. Let me make sure. Oh, okay. Is it working?
Nah, Paul. You said he was getting some sparring out here in Jersey or?
Nah, he sparred Sean for the Danny fight. We've been interviewing him for a while. We got like 2 years we don't interview him because we lost our Philly dude. He was in college and then he like went all around the world. But let me get his username.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know how much.
Yeah, so he spars Lamana, he spars Ennis, all that. He's down there. Damn, why am I drawing a blank on my Philly dude? Oh, man, he going to hate me if he hears the show. Oh, my goodness. I can't even think. That's why we ain't got Ennis. I'm going to be real because he ain't with us no more because he was, like, huge, Ennis.
Supporter?
He was in that camp. He was just in that camp. Let me see.
I'm looking at that that Paul Crow Mercado fight on King's Promotions. Yeah. And then he looks like he's technically sound, man. Nice body
man.
work.
Listen, Philadelphia fighter, man. That's natural. That's natural, man. He's in the trenches with them dudes, man. You know, he goes to that. Well, we'll see. We'll get all the details now. He's sending me his username, and that's usually what we need to get this thing going.
Good movement, pivoting, and look, man, it could turn into, it could turn into a phone booth fight, or it could be a back foot fight. You know, it all depends on what Crow is gonna want to do, man. Because I mean, does he like to trade in the center? I don't know, but he definitely got some good counter skills. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back. Oh, I just saw him put Mercado down right now with a right hand.
Here we go.
Bambi legged him.
We in there. He's there. There he goes. Champ, what up?
Okay, Champ.
We're good. All we need you to do is turn that camera on, and hopefully you got some earbuds around there or some earphones. Oh, you in the car? That might even be better.
Hold on.
Nah, he in the whip.
Now it sounds clear. You just need to turn the camera on.
You hear me now?
We hear you now.
The camera on?
Let me see.
Alright.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Now, last thing I'm gonna request is turn that phone sideways, give him the landscape. There you go. Oh, there you go. So
let's go, champ.
So I'm gonna tell you, I let him go. I ain't want to have no awkwardness or be called the instigator, but we just had a good interview with him, and I felt like it would be great to get you on the show and let the audience also see who he's facing. I think the both of you are taking a very tough fight. You, first and foremost, I know you must know him because of Michael Fox just fought him.
Oh, yeah. I seen the fight with Michael Fox.
And you know Michael Fox well.
Yeah, I know him. I know him a little bit, yeah.
Y'all ain't get in the ring together?
No.
In terms of sparring?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you sparred Fox for whatever reason. But yeah, being as though that Fox fought him, I figured that you had at least, put some eyes on him. Now, he doesn't know much about you, but it's been like 2 years since we interviewed you, but we've been interviewing for at least 3 years before the last 2 years. So you've been out there, and as soon as his coach texted me and was like, yo, we back on PBC and we fighting this guy named Paul Craw, I'm like, oh my God, that's a big fight. For you, it's a big fight because you're 7-0 and you stepping up to a dude to just beat somebody who was like 22-1. So, I mean, just talk to me about why you took this fight at 7-0, knowing this guy is already upset. Like, he was the underdog 3 times and beat 3 PBC guys.
He won't beat me. I'm going to stop him.
Stop him?
I'm going to stop him 4 or 5 rounds. Ain't going no further.
He
ain't the fighter I am.
How are you so confident, though?
Skills pay the bills. Like, I just know. Like, I just could look at him. I got know. I'm not going to underestimate him or anything, but he can't beat me.
So
he can't beat me. He wasn't. Look, I look at it like this. He wasn't the amateur I was. I've been all around the world as an amateur. He ain't the professional fighter I am. Like, oh yeah, he gotta, you know, he can fight. He can fight. He did upset a lot of people, but I'm not them.
And why are you not them outside of the skill? Because he has a high work rate, brother.
I got a great jab. I'm going to slow that down. You're going to see that. I'm going to go to the body. And I can adjust on the fly. Like, no matter what go on, I can adjust on the fly. Only the greats can do that.
Now, word on the curb is you switch. I've seen you in the southpaw, but they say that you also go orthodox. True?
I'm right-handed, but I could turn southpaw too.
Okay. So you prefer to come out in the orthodox style? Because I've seen you sparring in southpaw position.
It depends on how I'm feeling, honestly.
So I love your confidence, you know, and I'm sure all our listeners are going to love that. You know, that's kind of what excites boxing fans. But that being said, what gives you that confidence? Why are you so confident?
I've been all over the world fighting. In the amateur, I seen almost every style. Like, and I've been in a lot of professional fighter camps. Danny, J-Rock, Sean Porter, like the top, you know what I mean, top 10 in the world. I've been in their camps, and I can hold my own with them. Like, I give out great work. Like, some of the best work they get.
So Paul, why is it that you, I guess, haven't made a little bit more noise? Why doesn't the world know that you're as great as you say you are?
Timing is everything. I don't know, situations,
Talk to
when
me.
I was
What
coming
situation?
out, when I was coming,
situation?
all right, this is the reason why, really, when I was coming, after I won the Olympic trials in 2016, I got arrested and everything. So, that was a little, that held me back a little bit. Then I didn't get, I'm not signed to no promoter or nothing, but I didn't have I was doing everything from the muscle, fighting on local cards instead of everyone else that was coming out that fought in the Olympic trials was signed with the good, big promoters or promoters that had connections. Up until I got with my manager Keith Conley, that's when he started getting me on
When did
bigger
that
cards
happen?
and stuff.
When did that happen?
My first fight with him was November 2nd last year.
Oh, okay.
After the Shenard Bunch fight, basically. That's when.
And did he sign you because you beat Bunch? Because when I said to the people, right, I Googled you, went up to your box rack, and I'm telling them because I already knew who you were. I had a Philly dude that I can't remember his name, and I know.
Is it Joe Guzman?
That's got to be with the Sunni.
Yeah.
I'm glad. The thing is, he went to school and he's got real professional. So we stopped interviewing you because he stopped going to your gym. I don't got a Philly guy. I'm all the way in Jersey. But I told my listeners, yo, he beat Shenard Bunch. That's a good win. People like, man, who's Shenard Bunch? He only 2-0. I'm like, no, that dude was heavily touted. So my question, even though it was long-winded, was, is that the reason Keith signed you because he seen that win?
No, I don't think that was the reason. I believe he did his homework and he looked into me because he do his homework on stuff. And you could look into my amateur background. If you really know you're gonna look into it and you see everything. I fought everybody.
Do you feel that the arrests probably scared promoters away?
Yeah. I know for a fact it did. Some promoters even told me like when I had conversation, I don't want to with any they get the interpretation like I'm a gangster or something. No, I was young, I made a mistake, you know what I mean? We learned from it and everything. But the arrest really, like me getting locked up, it was the best thing for me. It made me mature. I grew up, I got to see who really in my corner, and it made me focus on boxing. You know what I mean, 100%. Like,
wow.
Paul,
that mentality is huge, man. Congratulations for that, brother.
Thank you.
Paul, I want to assume you work with Ennis because I remember Joseph always getting footage of the both of y'all. Is that right?
Yeah, we used to work in the amateurs and when a lot. And when I first came back into boxing after I got off house arrest and everything, we worked a couple times. But then we ain't working a while, like in 2 years and nothing.
Is that because the both of you have decided to be welterweight? Okay. Staying away. You staying away from him, huh? Just in case. So who's your trainer?
Just in case.
Huh?
Who is
No, I was just saying just in case y'all end up meeting one day, right?
And
it probably 9 times out of 10 it probably happen because they're not gonna let two local people coming out the same. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
The same Olympic trials, same city. Philadelphia. They can always try to make us. You know what I mean? But it gotta be for some money.
And that's what I'm saying.
It gotta be for some money. That's my young boy.
Right.
Gotta be for some money.
That's right.
So let me ask you, Keith Conley is a great manager, first and foremost. We know him over here very well and everything that he's been able to do in boxing. For our casual listeners out there just tuning in live for the first time, Conley manages Adam Kovnacki, Daniel Jacobs, Richard Comey, Edgar Berlanga. So that being said, you can land with PBC like you can land with Top Rank. I don't want you to close any door.
All doors open. All doors open. Like I ain't signed nothing. But it's what's best for me, really. What's best is what's best for me. When I talk to my team and you know what I mean, whatever my team, my coaches and my manager like agree what's best for me, that's what I'm gonna do. Because at the end of the day, it's about me.
But in your opinion, as a welterweight, with
PBC is better. PBC is more champions. If you look at top rank, they really only got Crawford, and that's why it's hard for him to fight everybody. You know what I mean? And plus, a lot of people probably don't want to fight him because he's one of the best. But that's just opinion. But just what I believe, man, they just need to get over that, and everybody need to fight, man. It's good for boxing, especially during this time.
Word.
So right now you're ranked like 156 on BoxRec. You only got 7 fights, so I don't think you're in a sanctioning body. This fight should put you, or one of y'all should be ranked at least top 15 in something. Where would you like that to be? WBO, WBA, WBC, IBF? I don't care.
It don't matter. Any one of the real world titles. I don't care for none of the little belts and none of that. I want all the smoke anyway. Like, I want rumble. That's what we here. I want fight. As long as the money right, I want fight.
No, I mean, listen, I want my listeners to know and the audience to know that we can tell that based off this fight. 7-0, getting in there. I mean, Luke don't got a bunch of more fights. I think he's like 11 wins.
11-1.
Yeah.
11-1-1.
Yeah, 11 wins, 1 draw, 1 win. But it's his level of opposition. He's been getting in tough from the beginning, so it shows that you do want all the smoke. That's exactly why we wanted to highlight this fight as much as possible, because you're taking a chance just like he's taking a chance, man. And I hope that the both of you get to advance regardless of win or loss. But Mario, you weren't here. He said he's stopping Luke.
Stopping Luke. Did you get to see his last fight?
Yeah, he's seen
I've seen it. Like,
oh, good,
I really
good.
Like he out like, in my opinion, honestly, I think Mekhi Fox pulled it out, but judges, he threw a lot of punches, the work rate, I really don't get into the judging. And like, all right, I see things where like he make a lot of mistakes, but I don't really go off of that, like, cause I could adjust on the fly. My coaches and them give me a game plan. I'm gonna execute it perfectly, and anything else in between that, I'm gonna just adjust.
Doomy, you see how smart he is? He's telling us this, right? But he got the game plan already. He already know the game plan. He ain't giving it away. Hey, listen, I'm excited for this fight. I'm so excited for this fight.
I'm excited because it's a chance, you know what I mean? It's an opportunity for me, and I love it.
It's a big opportunity.
Huge
Listen,
opportunity.
you're from Philly, and I know you're well known in the Philly circles. I'm from Texas, okay? I shouldn't know you yet, but I know you.
Yeah.
I know you. Well, I mean, listen, I know you before, but I know you. And this fight, it means something. You know what I'm saying? So this is a major opportunity. The thing that I see, though, also is exactly what Ness was saying, is that, this is for him an opportunity that it feels bigger because of the momentum, right? But you're the A side. So how do you fight like a dog when you get treated with the A side treatment? You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, you see where I'm at? I still live in North Philly. I'm hungry. I got a 2-year-old daughter. By the time I'm 5, I'm trying to have some money so I can give my daughter a better life. By the time my daughter 5, I want to be able to, I don't want her to grow up in these schools and none of that. That's my hunger. My daughter, everything is for her.
Love that answer.
Would you move far, or are you just looking to go to Stratusburg, PA, and get a nice big house?
It ain't even about the big house.
You're going to do the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
It's about the better environment.
For real.
The education, stuff like that. Like, I'm a train in Philly. We got the best fighters.
Yeah.
That's right.
We the real mecca of boxing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, it's listen.
Well, speaking of that, let me jump in because I've been trying to get this one off. And you come from Philly, like I said. I know you shared the ring with Ennis, and you've strategically stopped doing that. That being said, I don't want to say do you get frustrated, but just how do you feel when people talk so highly of him, and you're also a welterweight? Because everybody is like, Ennis is that next guy. That's what everybody thinks. He got his fans already.
That's my young boy. He work hard for everything he get. Nothing but I ain't no hater.
I don't want you to be.
We just happen to be in the same weight class. You know what I mean? We just happen to be in the same weight class. Boots one of the greats. He is. He is just like I am. We happen to be in the same weight class, and probably later down the line we're gonna wind up fighting. It is what it is. It's boxing. It's only business.
Well, I mean, again, it's not about him. I mean more like, is it frustrating that Philly isn't saying like Paul Crow is just as good as Ennis?
No, I don't care about that because like it's all about timing.
Okay.
When I fight, I'm gonna shine.
You
It doesn't matter. I don't worry about nobody else. I worry about me, and my performance gonna speak for itself. I could box, I could bang, I could fight inside, long range, anything. And I do have a fan friendly style though, so I am exciting and I have power. But I'm a lot smarter and faster than people think too.
You've been out the ring for what is it? Like 8 months or so.
I've been in the gym the whole time though.
You know where I was going.
I've been in the gym the whole time.
That's
all right. So you've maintained yourself.
I love your attitude, man. I'm telling you, I can't. This fight, October 3rd, can't come soon enough.
Fast enough, for real.
I'm telling you,
for real. I cannot wait.
Because you guys both have the same attitude. Paul, what's your nationality?
I'm white, black, Irish, and German.
Okay, I'm seeing some sort of
Spanish, right?
Something there. I'm like, okay.
I thought he was a little Spanish.
So wait a minute, German. Say that again.
White, black, Irish, and German.
And champ, multicultural champ.
Word. Hey, real quick, let's go back to the North Philly thing here for a second. I did pull up the record. Okay, so I did see, the charge and all that stuff, and I seen an interview also that you put it all behind you. So moving forward, I guess what I'm trying to ask, like all that lifestyle that got you caught up, it's the boxing is what keeps you grounded. Boxing is what that was your path, correct?
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something about that. The news,
tell your story. Themselves. Tell your story. I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to
talk about the situation, but
no, good.
The news, what they put out is not always 100% accurate.
They amplify.
Of course not.
I worked my whole life. I've been working with my dad since I was 8 years old. I've been in the gym my whole life. I just made a mistake as a kid, made the wrong decisions. That's all. It ain't as bad as everybody think. It's all about a story that sells. That's what it was.
Exactly.
Olympian. You know what I mean? Situation happened, they gonna run with that. You know what I mean? It is.
The headlines.
Of course.
Headlines. But if you meet me, I'm down to earth. I'm not I'm a humble guy. I mean, I'm likable. I'm a great kid. I'm a great guy. I'm a father first. I'm a loving father first. And I just surround myself with good people. That's the one thing I learned now. Is who I'm surrounding myself with.
Well, it goes back to what you were saying as well. That area, and the lack of opportunity and stuff that's been done for it. The educational system, all that stuff. So 100%. But it's not what you do; it's how you get up. It's what you do from that point on. So yeah, man, I'm super excited. Yeah, man, both of you, I'm fans of both of y'all, man. It sucks that I have to watch y'all fight and one of y'all got to lose, but
I think it's good for boxing though. It's something I'm
looking
forward to because I like to test myself. I know I'm great. I believe I'm great. And I say, if I'm great, I should be able to stop him without even trying.
What gym are you in?
Fight Firm. It's off of 9th and Spring Garden.
That's not where Jenkins is at, right?
Jenkins.
Fred?
No. That's 26 and man. That's ABC.
Okay.
I used to train there in the amateurs and stuff.
Man, where do we even go, man? This is such a good fight. For real. But do you think this is the coming out party for you? Do you think that this performance will keep you on television?
I believe that. I believe this performance keep me on television, and this is the fight that's gonna open the door for me.
Now, he said he was getting corona tested today. Are you getting corona tested today?
I get mine every Monday.
Every Monday. Okay.
Yeah, every Monday.
Every Monday leading up
until when it's twice a week.
I don't think you answered who trains you?
Greg Hackett and Mike Melvin.
Greg Hackett. That sounds so familiar. Who else he trains in Philly? Is it Damani Rock?
No. He trained. He used to work with Gabe Rosado.
Oh.
A couple other people. Okay. He got a couple of little amateurs that he got coming on. he just helped. He just was with him and Earl was just he was just in Earl helping Earl with Earl's son on the top rank card.
Is he the heavyset dude?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't he got Savage too?
Huh?
Raymond Ford?
Yeah. No. That's TKO. He, we go over there and we train over there sometimes, but he not the trainer.
Well, this is interesting. So I want to know if you had, how ready do you think you are? And I don't mean for this fight. I mean for the welterweight division. Do you still need some fights, or are you on the fast track? What is your plan? Not ours.
I mean, what I'm a fighter, so I want to fight. Like, after this fight, I want to fight somebody, better than him. Like, I like, how I like to fight after this, honestly?
Yes.
Honestly, I'm going to give you a list of names. I like Virgil Ortiz.
Oh, okay, already.
That's what I want.
Already.
I like to fight Virgil Ortiz, Ugas, Sean Porter, Omar Figueroa, somebody with a name like that can get me to them bigger names.
Next, though?
Get you in the talks.
You think you ready for that next?
I know I am.
So you.
But it's about it's about some how this game is about. Not all the time. It's a lot of risk. If I get that fight, boom, I'm ready. Yeah. But will they take it right away because I ain't fighting nobody? You know how it go. Like when Earl Spence was trying to get the fights. He didn't fight nobody. He didn't prove nothing yet. That's why this fight, I like this fight for me because it is a big step up. It's a big step up fight, but the better the fights, the better I'm gonna look, and then they can't deny me.
You got to tell Conley to get you like Samuel Vargas, Josecito Lopez,
something like that. Yeah, whatever my team thinks best for me, that's what we gonna do, and we all sit down. But they the fights I want.
Nah, man, I'm excited for you. So if you had your choice, what champion you think you can beat right now? Like if Keith sat you down and said, "Look, man, they offering you a title shot. It's up to you what champion you want to fight for. Who you think? Yeah, I definitely beating this.
Let me see. I'm trying to think who got a belt. I know Crawford got a belt.
Earl got two. Crawford got one, and Pacquiao got the other.
I wouldn't even go at Earl right now because of the accident, and if I beat him, that's another excuse. You know what I mean? But any of them, it doesn't matter to me. I could beat any of them today or tomorrow.
But what if,
as long as I go away for camp,
what if Earl beats? What if Earl beats Danny?
That don't mean nothing to me. He can't beat me.
No.
No, you said it wrong. You mean if Danny beats Earl? What if Danny beats Earl? Is what you meant to say, right?
No, that's not what I meant. What I mean is, what if Earl beats Danny? You said you wouldn't fight Earl because people won't give you the credit because of the accident, but I'm saying
got it.
He's obviously fighting Danny, so you would have to fight him after the Danny fight. So you don't think you would get credit after that?
Me. No, if he did beat Danny, but he not I don't.
But you're picking Danny, you said, right? You said you're picking Danny.
Huh?
You said you're picking Danny.
I'm picking Danny for that fight.
Okay.
To win that fight, yes.
But that's the Philly love, though, man. That's that Philly love. I'm not saying Danny not.
A lot of people have been picking him, though, lately.
Hold on. Let me just hear me out first. I'm not saying Danny can't win. I'm not saying you don't really think.
Earl not no slouch either, though. He's not no slouch. He's a great fighter. He's not. I ain't taking that from him. But I just believe Danny can beat him. If he get hit with the shots he got hit with when he fought Porter, Danny is a real puncher at that weight class. It's going to affect him different.
Yo, but why everybody say that, but he don't knock out welterweights?
Styles make fights, and it just happens sometimes. We'll see. We just see. That's
you heard what
I can't give an
said?
opinion on that because I'm not fighting.
You heard what Javonta said when he was in an interview and he yo, I don't know how Danny didn't stop Red Catch. And that's all based off him sparring Red Catch. I know you seen that viral sparring.
I don't really pay attention to all that. I'm in the gym from morning to night. When I go home, I'm with my family.
Hey, listen, I love it. That means you hungry, man. I want to see you get them wins. Listen, I don't want to
Hey,
keep
where
you
did
much
you get,
longer.
real quick, let me ask you, where did you get that nickname from?
The Punisher. It was given to me by my amateur coach who started me out, Dirk Gooden. And it just ruled with me ever since.
Got you. I thought you were a Marvel fan.
The only Punisher I knew was Paul the Punisher Williams, and that's funny. Your name is Paul the Punisher too.
I said that too. I'm the new Punisher.
Yeah. Listen,
Right.
and that was Paul Williams was a great fighter.
Yeah,
I mean,
great fighter.
He beat Margarito when we don't even know if Margarito had hand wraps. But listen, we got a few questions from the people. First one is from James Valdez in San Antonio, who says, Damn, Mario, you stole his question. What's the story behind the nickname The Punisher?
Oh, damn, my bad. Shit.
Next one is from Brandon in Cincinnati. He says, would you date you got a girl, but I don't know if you want to answer. He says, would you date a chick with soul-snatching WAP, but a 550 credit score?
Hey, don't answer if it's going to get you in trouble.
I ain't no dummy. What I'm gonna say, I ain't worried about. I'm chasing my dream right now.
Yeah, word.
I'm chasing my dream right now, and I don't like. It ain't about if you're a looker. It's about how you treat me.
There you go.
I rather
that's real talk.
I mean, somebody that treat me good and a genuine person than somebody that's super bad but everybody's face and you can't trust her.
Yes.
You got a girl though, right?
Yeah, I got a girl. That's what I'm saying.
And a 2-year-old.
I mean, I'm taking. I'm cool.
She enjoy She enjoy boxing, like watching you fight. She gets scared.
Yeah, one of my biggest supporters. If you watch the fight when I put up on that I posted on Me and Bunch, you hear her use that jab. You hear her like the whole time.
That's what's up.
That's
what you need. You need a supporter. You need a supporter in your corner if you're gonna be a winner.
Definitely.
George Foster.
Next coming in from George Foster. He's from the UK across the pond. Says, what sets you apart from your next opponent, Lucas Santamaria?
I'm more versatile. I could do more. I'm just an all-around better fighter. And, up until this opportunity, you wouldn't really know because I haven't had the opportunity yet. He had opportunities, but I'm an all-around better fighter. I could beat him 10 times out of 10. I know I can.
All right. Next was coming in from Luis.
Wow.
He says, have a good fight, but overconfident is many boxers' weakness. You can be all over the world, but I know fighters that only train home and never travel and have won and win a title again. Olympians don't sleep, and advice, take it or leave it. I guess he was just trying to give you some advice.
No, I appreciate that. And the biggest thing about me is my work ethic. And if you go look on my Instagram, it's times you see I'm training 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Like you know how Floyd used to train?
Timing is everything. Yeah.
I'm the new one that train like that. I'm the new fighter that train like that. Go look, just follow me on Instagram, Paul Crow Boxing _, and you'll see. And it's consistent. It's not, I'm doing it then I'm doing it that. No, it's consistency. It's consistency.
All right, well, we'll get to hear that IG handle again before you go so that everybody starts to follow the journey. King Amin of Essex is the next question from Newark, New Jersey. He says, peace, champ. Shout out to the fighting and rapping city of Philadelphia. Any chance that you also rap?
No, I don't rap. I'm a boxer.
Yeah, we got this program on Saturday mornings, man. We have a program called Boxing Bars where listeners, co-hosts, and they battle each other rapping. Man, it's pretty cool. I think that's why King Amin is asking. He's one of the battle rappers on the program.
I'm the champ though.
Yeah,
Mario's the champ right now.
I'm on your Instagram, man. Is that like how often are you doing 5 miles? Is that every day, every other day? What does that look like?
You burn out like that. Like you burn out like that when you do that many miles too much, every day. Oh, yeah. Like it depends. I might run 5, then I might run, 3. But it depends how I'm feeling. I might run it 3 days straight because I'm feeling good. It's just how I'm feeling. Like I pay attention. I listen to my body. How my body feeling. Like I don't train to lose weight no more. I start eating right. I diet right. I do everything right now. So all I'm doing is owning my craft, and the weight's gonna come off no matter what.
Man, I'm excited, man. At least we less than 30 days out. We still got some more questions, Doomy.
Oh yeah. Well, I
oh.
reset it.
I mean, was the last one?
Yeah, King I mean was the last one.
Oh no, we
I
got
didn't see
James
anything
Valdez.
else.
He says, since Mario took my question, how did you hear about the Boxing Voice, champ? They the best boxing podcast, hands down. Now we visited them at the gym, man, which we need to do again. Oh, and we got Stonebone, who says, who is the greatest Philadelphia fighter ever and why? Peace, champ. Stonebone Boxing from Colorado.
We got a lot of champions. We got a lot of good fighters. I would have to really sit back and think about that. But if you ask me, I'm gonna say me. Time gonna tell though.
That's what's up. Yo, I don't know if it's a Philly thing, but Jesus, man, do you hang with Williams or something? You sound so much like Julian Williams, like the voice. I know you probably don't even hear it like, bro, this is my voice, but oh my God, to me, it sounds like Julian Williams. No? Oh, man. Nobody never said that?
First time.
Oh, man, now I feel stupid. My bad.
It's a Philly thing, champ.
Look, it's a Philly thing. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, it's a Philly thing.
Yeah. Well, champ, that's all our questions. I want to thank you for coming on short notice. You are the champ. We definitely going to want to get with you in the gym again, man. Appreciate you coming on. Wish you all the best. Give out your social media for anybody who isn't following you can do so. And believe me, we're going to get you back on. We're going to set that virtual press conference up with you and Lucas. Because, man, it would have been fireworks. It would have been fireworks. If he would have heard that, I wonder what he would have said when you said you going to stop him in 5. Wow. I just to see his face.
We just did that with Erickson Lubin
I
and
just
Terrell.
told him that, yeah.
Oh, you told him that? My bad.
I told Lucas, actually. We had Lubin and Terrell Gachet virtually together at the same time yesterday
last night. So, we can still set that up if y'all want.
We will. We will.
It's good for boxing. It sell the fight. More people watch it. You know, I'm all for that.
Yeah, man.
Everybody,
let's go, champ. You feel me?
We got to promote the hell out of it.
Yeah, man. And that's what I'm saying. You guys can't be taking this risk. You equally are taking a huge risk.
Yeah, we both are.
We need to know that.
We gotta make the best of it.
And people need to know that, man, so that winner or loser, y'all still get opportunities. You understand? Because this was a risk that y'all both don't need to take so soon, man. And you need to be rewarded for that, man. We appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you being a fighter's fighter, too. Because not everybody would do what you're doing. You know, I know they got you as the favorite, but I'm like, wow, you just getting in there with a dude that keeps upsetting people. So, it shows the type of cojones you got.
Word.
And give out that IG and all the social media so those that want to follow you on your journey, do so, brother.
Everybody can follow me on Instagram under Paul Crow Boxing _, Twitter Crow Boxing, and Facebook just Paul Crow. And I think that's all I got.
All right.
I want to see you guys the address to my gym too, so you guys can
definitely
link up and everything.
That's awesome. Definitely. I'm coming out to Jersey October 24th. It would be awesome to get to go to Philly and stop by your gym.
Definitely. That could be a little drive we take, and it's nothing.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you, Paul, man. Take it easy.
You too. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, brother. We looking to get you back on, man. Check your messages. We'll definitely get you back on soon. All right, there you have it, guys.
Yo, I swear to God, this is exactly what happened, Doomy. Let me tell you, okay? Right. I was like, oh, man, I got to go to the bathroom when y'all were on with Santa Maria. And so I went to the bathroom, and I kept trying to pull it up on my phone, but I'm not going to be that long. And then, of course, as soon as I walk out my office, my dogs are sitting there. I'm like, damn it, I got to take them out. So I take them out. I'm like, all right, I probably missed the rest of the interview. I come back, I close the door, and I said, yo, what are the odds that Ness got Paul Crow on? Because my phone popped on, so I knew that somebody was still on the interview. I was like, I bet he got him on, man. I bet. And sure enough, I came back. I was like, damn.
Paul, we got him on again.
I know, Paul. Yeah, we done unless you want to say any final words.
Hold on. My phone acting stupid.
Nah, it's all good.
We can cut you from this end. It's not a big deal.
my phone acting stupid.
All right.
Help him out there, Ness.
We'll remove you on this end, all right?
There we go.
I don't know if he's able to hear though that like we're done, but yeah, man, let's go out to these phone calls and get this thing started.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Yo, why this fight got so much worse now? It's like, who's gonna win now?
Dude, I know. Listen, I'm gonna do a lot. We got to do a live fight chat for this.
It's like this is the type of stuff we don't normally see. Like two young fighters that are gonna risk it this early, right? This is what we regularly don't see. So when you guys like say like, "Yo, we gotta tune in for this," we gotta tune in. We gotta give these guys their respect.
Shout out to the non-PBC diet out there.
Oh, any super chatties there I might have missed? I got one up by Super Mex. He says, I appreciate TBV for letting us ask fighters questions on Patreon. But come on, guys. Let's get better questions that are relevant to who the guest is. Let's go, campeón.
I want to say real quick something about that. Listen,
me too,
this is what
bro.
you got to do. You just got to read the questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you're reading before you ask.
Not only that, it's exactly what Supermax said. Respect the fighter. Ask something about him. Like, you ask him about other people. Like, yo, let me just read.
I mean, there's no issue with asking about some hot topic, like, you know, hey, what did you think about Tank and so-and-so and that kind of sparring? But, like, try to find a way to relate it back to them.
All right, well, let me just read this from some of the higher-ups in PBC who was watching our virtual press conference. Man, what's with these lame-ass questions? Instigate the fight between these two. Why are you talking about other fighters? And that's because I'm catering to my Patreons. It's like, yo, no, my Patreons got questions, but y'all asking about other people. It's like, yo, get the fuck outside your little bubbles. You know, oh, is so-and-so pound for pound? Dog, if that's what you think, cool. But, like, you're influencing the fighter to answer question based on arguments you have when he's got a fight, he's got a life, he's got a family.
That's the best way to put it.
He wants to be a champion.
Well put.
He wants to be popular too. Like, you asking about other people and other people's life. Like, respect him.
And listen, it's real simple. Listen, it's the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, why. If you don't know what to ask, you just look at the fighter and ask that question. Start with who, and then like, well, who is he? Okay, well, you know, where did he come from? You know, what did he do to get here? Like, I know that sounds very simple and cut and dry, but that's how you build up into a question.
I think it just when the guys are looking to have a fight or have a fight, I think we should just stay more on them. But if we got a guest that, you know, normally we got a guest and
like
he doesn't have a fight, or even just a fighter that doesn't have nothing coming up, but he's coming on, questions like that could probably fly. But like the interviews like Terrell Geisha and Erickson Lubin, those were supposed to be questions that were, you know, for them to instigate that. And that's what I'm saying. It's not that those questions aren't cool or that, you know, you're not allowed to ask, but like it's timing, and the timing for those questions was a little off. You don't want to be asking about 550 score and all that other stuff to a guy who's obviously, you know, got a fight coming up.
Look, I love Brandon's question. I can't even front. I love it because I'm that dude. I could debate you the same thing forever. So I love having people show him that he's wrong. But like Crow said, timing. You know, timing. Everything is timing. But let's get to these callers, man.
Call you Time Face.
I mean, of Essex, what it do, champion. Man, I'm all over the place. Y'all can hear the workers?
What you got? The railroad? Built?
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Top of the morning, TBV. Yo, I gotta steal this, yo. From Dom. Shout out to Dom because I'm at work. But give me that. The best part of what? Give me that.
Well, let's just let them know what's the best part, King. I mean,
The best part of waking up.
It's TBV in your cup.
I love it.
Yo, for real. Shout out to Dom, man. I don't want to stay. That's why I gotta say the man name. Also, shout out. Listen, yo, I gotta shout out Dennis JFT. Dennis is he listens. Y'all know Dennis, man. Puerto Rican, Dennis. He listens to the show all the time. Yeah, down in Tampa. He's been trying to call in. He's been so busy with work. I promised him as my brother I will make sure that y'all know that he's still tuned in and he's listening every day, man.
That's what's up. Shout out Dennis.
Great interviews, man. Because remember, we was looking at Santa Maria when he had that fight, and some people was calling it an upset, and so remember the discussion was around the UK. Because the American fighters fight tomato cans on the way up, so they get inflated resumes and they be 20-12. This is what y'all been asking for. I'm glad that TBV is the one to introduce us to boxing. We're finding these guys so early, you know what I'm saying, that it doesn't matter. Nobody don't want to lose. But the loss that these guys will take, it's going to give them that experience, man. So shout out to both of them to just being where they're at in their career. Hats off to them. I got to get back to work, unfortunately, man. But I love TBV. Shout out to all my Patreons. And, I hope Stainless get that the rest of that song to y'all soon, man. Because, like I said, it pains me to hear how he flamed it, and I can't get mine off, man. And again, the heart of a competitor. That's what it's all about, man. So let me get mine off. Stainless, tighten that up and get it into the show. I'm out.
And I just checked my email. I don't see nothing, man. It would have been a treat to find that in there because it's been like that for the last few days, bro. I'm just so backed up. I even got this fighter from the UK. He hit me up like, hey, mate, what happened to that interview we did? I'm like, oh, my God. I left him on read. You know what I mean? I got to upload shit. I'm just backed up right now.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah. It happens. Mario, are you around or did he dip off again?
He is in.
Blog Talk, champ. You don't want.
I'm sorry. I was trying to post because I posted the thing on Instagram when we had Javier and Lucas. And I was trying to do the same thing for Paul, but I'm trying to find a better picture than this bullshit.
Caesar in Las Vegas, what up?
No, Caesar.
I'm hungry than a mug. Caesar just listening, greatness just listening. J-Mac in New Orleans, what up?
Mac attack.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Terence.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. You want to bet? You can bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, just listening to this.
Oh, Snokes. All right.
That's Jordan in Washington.
Let's put $1 million on it.
King Born. Are you listening or you talking?
When you see old dirty bastard form a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Hey, yo, you hear me?
Yeah.
Listen, man, good interview, yo, Paul Crow. I don't know the brother, but it seemed like he got his head on straight, got his lady, you know, he got his earth, he got his seed, and he hungry. And you know, when dudes get home from locked up, whether they on an island or prison, whatever, yo, they hungry. And you know, I like his vibe. He a little bit too cocky, I must say, but let's see what he about, y'all. Let's see what he about. But I like the fact that he focused, man. And you know, like a lot of brothers, when they come home, they mess up. So hopefully this brother don't mess up. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, yo, you gotta do a live fight chat because this dude was talking hella everything, you know? So let's see what he about, man. Peace to him, peace to y'all. Y'all doing it. And peace to the TBV family. You know what I'm saying? I know Stonebone gonna come with some fire. I see him on here. Peace.
All right.
Man, that's a ring walk.
Luis Rivera.
Yo, go ahead.
Boston.
Hey.
Boston. Science. What up?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
What up?
Good afternoon from London. Tremendous job, guys, on the interview today, and the same actually on the Gary Russell interview. That was really good, keeping the same energy. I felt, I like Gary, but I felt he was being a bit ignorant of Terence, and you guys kind of, I want to say put him on the spot, but kind of, double down on what he was asking. One question. So me and my buddies were doing bets on Danny Garcia's Spence pay-per-view within how many buys it's going to do within 20,000 range. And my bet is on 385 to 405,000. Just want to get your views before I lock this bet in.
I think that's good, man. I mean, I know that it could be considered probably far-fetched. Maybe people think Mikey has a bigger fan base because Mexicans buy pay-per-view. Danny's Puerto Rican, and he's never really adapted to that Puerto Rican audience because he doesn't speak the Spanish. So I still think that's a safe number. I still think that's a good number to, I think anything between, I know you're doing 20,000 range, which is tight, but I think anything between.
But don't you think? Don't you think more people believing that Danny can actually win compared to people thinking Mikey can win?
Well, because of the fact, you're right. You're absolutely right. Not only because of the Mikey fight and the fact that he didn't knock out the smaller man moving up, but then the car accident, maybe more people tune in. But let's be honest, you're a hardcore. How much publicity have we been getting for this fight? I know we're still 2 months out. It's like November 21st, but I don't know. They need to ramp up the propaganda and publicity for this.
I think they're going to do it a bit more last minute. The Fury Wilder one, they started on a bit early, and I think some of that spending early on is not going to pay enough dividends. So that's all. But I got Spence in that one. I think, he wouldn't take this fight, and it wouldn't.
Cut it. And I would love to have you on, but there is a time limit. You could always come back with a boomerang or a counterpunch. Sony, what up, Cincinnati? Wake up. Cincinnati. Just listening, going out to Jordan in Washington. What up?
What up?
What up, champ?
How y'all doing? Hey, is this about the Wilder Fury Part 3 fight?
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait. Who y'all got winning?
The king has returned.
I'm going with the champion revenge. Champion revenge.
So I'm gonna tell you why I got Fury. I got Fury because, man, I don't really see too many heavyweights these days that can stand with him, man. He's light on his feet like a welterweight. He can hit. Moves around, good defense. I don't really see too many people beating him. But best of luck to Wilder. I hope he get that one. And then I had something for you, Ness. You was asking, I forget, I want to say it was Marcellus, the heavyweight that was on for Labor Day.
Cheney?
Cheney, maybe? What?
Yeah, Pastor Cheney. There we go. And you was asking him about the suicides.
Yeah.
Man, that works, man. That works. I get on the football field. I run the whole football field. I do every 5 yards I touch, run back, and then I'll skip a line. So the next time I'll do 10 yards, and then I'll add on like 5 burpees. But they got my cardio up real good.
Yo.
Wow, how long have you been
How many
insane?
amateur fights you got, Jordan?
I got 6.
Oh, damn. And you going to turn pro with just 6 amateurs? You ain't playing. How old are you?
29.
Okay, you doing better than Chris Lovejoy. At least you took the amateur route. He ain't had no amateur fights.
Bro, did y'all just even hear what he said? He said he runs suicides for the whole football field.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Man, look, he won it, bro. When you want it, you got it.
I admire the hell out of that. I mean, that would probably kill me, like literally kill me. But yo, much credit to you, Jordan. That's dope, bro.
Yeah, no, it gets your cardio up real good. It gets your cardio all the way up. I ended up
What about the
like
sand?
when I
The sand? Like Lucas Santa Maria?
say that again.
You run on the beach or the sand?
I run every now and again. Like I go to this little beach in Washington called Golden Gardens. It's like the only real sandy beach we got out here. But I do sprints in there every once in a while when I get down that way. But yeah, I work sprints and then I do a couple miles at the track. Jordan, but yeah, man.
Jordan, what's the holdup? I know you said it's because of the coronavirus, but things are starting to clear up. When do you officially turn pro?
Man, about that. So on Labor Day, I got in an accident, totaled my car out. My shoulder's acting up. So we were shooting for sometime. Yeah, we were shooting for sometime in these next couple months. So, but I got to see how this plays out now.
Well, definitely keep us updated, champ. You know we're going to follow you at 29.
Feel better, too, man.
29, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get in there, thank you for calling in, but if you could get in there, you got a shot. 6 amateur fights ain't a lot, but let me tell you, it's more than Chris Lovejoy and a bunch of other heavyweights. You know what I mean?
Yo, I got my trunks for Border Wars, FYI. Blue and black I'm going with. But I'm actually thinking about hitting up Ernie and seeing what I could do. But I don't know. I don't want to take advantage of my friendships. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Probably won't.
Bruh, he gives all his friends stuff. You better get something.
But we haven't talked in such a long time that I feel like it would be weird for me to be like, "Hey man, how you been?"
You know, you know what you can do? You can be like, "Hey man, how you been? I need 3 dozen Everlast signature gloves. And I'll pay for them." And then you'll be like, "Hey, by the way, man, I'm having this fight. Can you hook me up with some shorts?"
Oh, damn. Look at this guy over here. He just knows, bro. Yo,
just like
it's gotta be somebody manager.
Is that my pound for pounders out there? I gotta get some glove signatures for them. You know what I mean?
Call you Super Chat. Coach Myers says, "My questions are always on point." Bullseye emoji.
That's right. Relative always. He had look how Coach Myers had Cheney smiling like, "Yo, Coach Myers." He was like, "Yo, y'all know Coach Myers?" Because he hit me up to remind me about the interview. You know what I'm saying? Coach Myers. That's true officialness right there. All right, we got a line full of people. We going out to Keem in Florida. Let me know. Is you in here or you listening? Listening.
Get over here!
Tweak that, champ. Super loud. What's up? Your soundboard don't have like individual soundbite audio where you could drag it. See? That's what happens when you ain't got the individual audio. We let you go like that. Let me get to Steve in Chicago. What up? You just listening or you rocking out? Just listening. Oh, there you go.
My town up in K-Town. Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Dang, give me 6 weeks, he said.
Yo, good morning.
Buenos dias.
What up?
Hey Mario, you did a great job, man. When you're on point, you did great with them interviews, man. I enjoyed your dialogue with both fighters.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, my question is, do you guys know? I've been looking. Are those fights like from that one in Russia and even the yard? I can't find them on the app. Like, are they going to be broadcast here? Like, I can't find.
That's a great question, man.
I don't know. Who's promoting the True North fight?
I don't even know. It's somebody in Russia. I know that.
Yard. Even the yard.
The yard fight. The yard fight should be on ESPN Plus. Let me double check on my email.
I don't know, bro. It has 0 promotion on there. when you type his name, it doesn't even give you his old fight that was on there. Like, he's nowhere to be found. I'm telling you right now. Steve has done his homework. He's telling you that something's up with this.
Nah, y'all wrong.
But the fact that they had Yard, Heffron, and Bentley, Gorman, even though he's off the card now, like, these fights have to have been shown. So it's weird. Something's weird about this.
Yeah, that's all I've been looking for that and I can't find it. I want to watch something tonight and tomorrow during the day, but
it will make no sense for them not to air it. They literally aired Arthur versus Spellman, which is the same dude that Yard is fighting, and Arthur.
Well, the Chudinoff fight isn't weird. I could see that not getting broadcasted, but the Yard fight, yes.
Frank
the
Warren
Frank
is
Warren
always
card
on
has
it.
to
He's
be
always
televised.
there. He's always. They got all his shows on ESPN. It's probably just gonna be late. But I hope that you're wrong. I want to see it. I don't want to have to struggle to see it. even though they took the best fight off the card, bro, which was Lardy. I wanted me some Lardy, bro. My man's gold bid. Shout out to Richard Lottie from Ghana. Steve, thanks for calling in.
Richard Lottie, we like to party.
Lottie Daddy. He ain't knocking on nobody.
What up?
What up?
Yeah, man. Good interviews. Yeah, I kind of agree with, how we target our questions, because I know personally, like, people who don't like interviewing just because they be getting asked, like, weird-ass relationship questions, weird bedroom-type questions, and it's just become awkward, and a lot of times it's like, especially when you're in camp for a fight, you already mean. You already grouchy. You got to work out 3 times a day. You ain't eating right. You don't really feel like sitting down with a bunch of dudes giggling about stuff that got nothing to do with his fight coming up. And it seems less targeted. If we can target them, they'll really want to come back. If you have a good experience not many people on here have a bad experience, but if they have some targeted and people asking questions like, damn, they kind of knew a little bit about me. His fans researched me. It'll give.
Word.
He gonna tell the
Good
person
point.
next to him like, look, that ain't just like a talk show, man. That's a real boxing show. They might ask a couple off the wall questions, but mostly they gonna know your background, where you been, where you're going, and then Ness walk you through their background. So it's even while we listening, he's still refreshing, so we can get in more accurate questions. Maybe he say something that you want more information about. So when it go to the question section, you can ask a question about that. Like, hey man, how did you get right after you got out the joint? I was in a joint, man, it took me a long time. How did you find your passion? Like, there's a lot we could do that could benefit the show. I'm gonna catch y'all on the boomy.
All right, champ. Damn, man. Don't looking. The news ain't looking positive on the Haney Twitter.
What? That's a red flag out you?
It ain't no ring walk.
Damn.
But speaking of, that is everybody, gentlemen. Stone Bone, it's only you. Oh, JP's there. What up, Jay? You just listening? JP? Going once?
Long Beach in the house.
Shit, I'm listening now.
Oh shit, Sony, what up?
Boomerang.
Sony.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? Sorry about that. I was in the bank taking care of some business.
Good, champ.
Hey, what was Stone Bone talking about? Is that the topic of the show? I was in and out.
Topic is Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury Trilogy happening December 19th. Bob Arum said everything's a go. Look like they're going to have 10 to 15,000 fans in the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
That's what's up. And that is, I don't think they're going to. Okay, yeah, 10 to 15,000. Yeah, that's not capacity. Because that football game last night, they had fans in the stands, but they only had it at like 21%. So if they are going to put on the show.
But that 21% was 17,000 people in Kansas, champ.
Yeah, I know, but then you say they're expecting like 10 to 15,000 at the Allegiant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that ain't bad. I mean, at least it's something. But I guarantee you, bro, that's gonna get snatched up by Hollywood. So I mean, they probably do make a little money on that. Probably not a lot. They can't be expected to make a lot off the season.
What you mean by Hollywood? You lost
No,
me.
no. You know how you got like the stars that come in, they're bow up, they're like the high price seats. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to sell those seats for as much as possible. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, man, COVID is wilding right now, bro. Thank you.
No doubt.
James, what up?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
All right, now I had to come outside now because in the building I can't. Hey, my iPhone's been acting up. I don't know if I missed something, but on the MP3s, like I rely on those MP3s to get me through my days. I never saw the one for Gary Russell. Did that one ever get downloaded?
Ooh, let me check.
Because I know you said to stay on you. Sometimes you miss.
Yeah, you know, you got to.
Yeah, if you
got
can,
to.
I appreciate it.
Let me check.
And Untitled would be nice. Because I commute a lot. So
no, I got you. Listen, just don't get mad at me and stay on me, and I got you. It looks like the Gary Russell. Yeah, you might be right, champ. My man is right. I ain't put out the Gary Russell. Any other ones? Give me a
Untitled
list.
would be nice.
No, give me a list of anything you think is missing so I could double check and put them out. I'll do that after I'm done.
No, that's good. Those two right there, Ness. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. But all you guys.
All right, champ.
Cheers.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
Bro, them MP3s is.
And if you don't know
official.
what Valdez is talking about, he's talking about the downloadable MP3 that is accessible to the $15 level Patreon. And what that does is it alleviates the millions of ads that Spotify and Spreaker put on there. So yeah, man, you know, we got to eat one way or another. So you could choose to be a Patreon and support your favorite podcast and then just eliminate those ads and have a beautiful listener experience and also be able to download that MP3. So if you're a truck driver or you're a flight attendant, you know, you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi and downloading. Because then, you know, if you got to connect to Wi-Fi, then you can't walk away from that Wi-Fi hotspot until you download the MP3, which is like, that's whack. When you could just have that on Patreon, boop, automatically pops into your iTunes or whatever podcast feed. No ads. Adless, okay? Adless. But yeah, not Atlas. Do me adless.
You said Atlas.
No.
That's what I heard.
No. Stonebone.
Do me, you're a hater.
You want to take
Yo,
your
listen,
boomerang?
it's cold. All right, so my wife turned up the heater and it keeps getting hot. I keep sweating and shit because I went for a run this morning. Bro, he's saying that I'm changing my wardrobe like it's the Grammys.
Nah,
changed 3 times. I thought he was Jennifer
I didn't change.
Lopez.
The first time I just put a jacket on.
He leaning out, so he trying to get some responses.
Bro, he came out with the I Lift
Let me
400
tell you
and
real
up
quick.
club shirt.
He came out. He came out with the look at my new traps. After I stopped lifting weights,
You're a hater, bro.
He's like,
Listen.
after I stopped lifting weights and just did more boxing, I got way more definition.
I have, man, for real. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy that I didn't think would like this whole time that maybe it was gonna happen. I was worried. I was stressing, anxiety, because I'm like, damn, what if I get a fight and they want me to fight at a weight that I can't get to? Like, yo, what if I gotta like turn this into like a fat camp type of thing? Yo, that's not the case now. Like I weighed in at 192, which is lowest I've been in like a year and a half probably. And the fight's at 195. So like I'm starting to get to a point where I probably am gonna start lifting weights again because if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm probably gonna end up being at like 188 by the time the fight comes.
That's good, man. Just keep going down.
But it's at 195. Like I don't want to give him too much weight.
Yeah, but you guys got 16-ounce gloves and headgear, bro. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, you're right. You're right. I always planned on coming in lower than him. Always.
Because what if you are not a 95 or an 85 and you're like end up being a 75? and you're just like Gennady Golovkin rip. You know what I mean? But
Probably
let's
not
get
gonna
out
happen.
to Boomerang Stone Bone.
What up? What up? Oh yeah, man. That's some great information about the Wilder Fury. So I guess the decision for Andy is a lot simpler now to jump on that Fury and Wilder card instead of the Earl card. I'm glad to hear that these big states. Remember, I was talking about that about places like Dallas and the big stadiums being able to section off due to 25% and have plenty of room. You got places with incredible suites like Cowboy Stadium. They got so many suites that you could just go to where you don't even interact with people, so you can have your own little party in the suite without even going near that many people. So I think it's a good step for boxing. This might be that's gonna be what the first real big event, right? Like everybody else is kind of
Nah, because Earl is the 21st. So I mean, look, they already had that 17,000 in Kansas. You know, Earl and them gonna do Texas. That's why they ain't announced no date, no venue.
Yeah. That's what I said when they announced the dates. I was like, they're not going to announce no venues yet because they trying to hold out to the last minute to see how many people they can get in there. And going to throw Earl down there in Texas, man, that right there, just that percentage of people will make them feel a lot comfortable giving Danny Garcia, yeah, I mean, whatever, it's going to be 1.5, 1.75 up front.
Word. Sony Boomerang.
Hey yo, I hate it when I miss the whole. Yo, I hate it when I miss the whole show because I feel like I'm going to say something somebody else already said or probably articulate something I'm going to say, but they probably said it in a much better way. Stonebone. That's why I wish I would have heard what Stonebone that said on this first call because Earl Spence. I don't know if you know Ness or probably talked about it. He has a very good relationship with Jerry Jones down there in Texas. You know, so that is very possible to have his fight at Jerry Stadium because he'll make it happen. And as far as Deontay Wilder and fighting in that Allegiant Stadium, and I hope Andy is on that card, just like I heard Stonebone said it was a possibility, because there's one more thing that I said 3 months ago, and you shitted on me for saying that, talking about Andy already got a card to fight on his undercard. Why would he want to fight, bro? Being on the undercard with one of the big heavyweights, that's always a better spot for him. Peace and love.
Peace and love, campeón. And look, yo, and it's definitely gonna happen in Texas, man.
Hawk, Maryland.
Hey, hello.
What up?
Man, he just dropped the phone.
What up, Eagle Hawk? You good?
Yeah, I dropped the damn phone. Getting that's exactly what I did. Hey, great show, man. I've been listening to y'all the last couple. Oh, cool. Appreciate it, bro. I said, I've been listening to the show ever since the thing with Devin Haney and I don't what's his name, Russell. I don't think Russell going to sign that contract, brother. I don't think he's going to do it. Now, as far as that Canelo thing, as far as that Canelo, you know, he's going to bid, right, for his next fight. They're going to bid.
Russell?
Hello?
Russell?
No, Canelo. He's going to bid for his next fight. I heard they're going to bid on it.
There's a possibility Heyman. Yeah, there is a purse bid September 12th. Absolutely. I mean, 21st.
Well, this is my opinion. But everybody, I don't know if everybody realized, but that Top Rank, I think, gonna make a shot at him because Bob Arum loves Canelo. I know they talking about PBC getting at him, but Bob Arum absolutely loves Canelo. I think right when they go around the bid, we're gonna hear from ESPN and Top Rank on that. Because I got him trying. I got him trying to get Canelo from Oscar because he's been talking good about Canelo.
I agree. He said on our interview, you know, when what Canelo asks for, you give him. You know what I mean?
But the thing is can he land him? Like, he'll go after him. Here's the thing. I think the easy move is PBC. Like, they got a platform that because what are they gonna do? He's still fucking with the ESPN Plus, and I know they'll make a pay-per-view, but it's like a weird situation.
Davidian, Niagara Falls.
Yo, hey, what's good,
What's
TBV?
up?
What's up? Yeah, great show. As always, I love the interviews with the. So when is them two young guys gonna face off and fight each other?
October 3rd, Fox
Okay.
Sports 1.
Okay, definitely gonna check that out. That's cool. They look, they look good. They look like they're ready to get it on. So that should be good. So Wilder and Fury is gonna be in December of this year.
19th of December.
That's cool. Of course, I got
Hopefully.
my man Wilder. I'm never gonna go against my man Wilder. So, I just hope we don't wear no more costumes. But, yeah. But yeah, that's my call. Y'all be safe out here. God bless.
Bomb Squad!
Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter gotta go. No long goodbyes. I got some workers in my bathroom. Dog's going crazy, and I'm gotta piss like a racehorse.
Word. At Martin McGee on Twitter. At Martin McGee on Instagram. Peace.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell. If you ain't shaking, you ain't baking with us in the morning. So don't forget to subscribe.
See you on the morning.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in and burning time with us this morning. And we'll be
no long goodbyes, and he gets long.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't have a stale hash brown today, so let's just burn a little more time. No, look at Ness's face.
Are you ready for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Round one. These boxing bars are scientific. Time and distance, copy box percentage, shoot my shot and pivot, knockouts, scorecard decisions, inside fighting, switching from left to right while in the clinches. Really, it doesn't make a difference. You train to go the distance. Fans, celebrities, commentators, generic premise, reporters, interviews, undercards, scouting competition, pay-per-view sales of tickets, the stainless Michael Buffer, rewatching introductions. Yo, let's get ready to rumble. Let's go, champ. Protect yourself, obey my rules, touch gloves, then make sure that you don't want to lose while I'm trying to one and done. You go stand in the neutral corner. I'm a ring general, just in the lift shoulder back against the ropes. Didn't listen to the coach and to see the double hooks. I was throwing over his shoulder. Rough starts to count 8, 9, 10. It's over. These my boxing boys. That's the countdown to the explosion.
I can hear some talking right here. Oh my bad. It's like, yo, Mario,
what?
Coming through.
Cut the tape.
Shit about boxing. This what we train for. What I taught you, they work hard. You work harder. You train so when you bang, you aim and hit the target. Ain't about who's strong, nah. It's only who's the smartest. You a ring general. That kid ain't even the sergeant. Remember what I taught you. Stick the dude and move around the corner. Final warning. Seconds out. Don't get reckless now. Mama told you you a special child. Go be special now. School any dude who choose to come and test the style. Learn a lesson how stainless don't mess around. A technician, tech spitting, sharp shooting profession now. Ring name is Rock. If you're last minute, 11th round. Skills in my possession can turn into a weapon. Lateral movement pressure. Punch placement. That's just the crowd. Again, he's down. Corner about to get the towel. What was it now? Oh, your fans, you let him down.
Yo, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me?
Wrap me up.
They said they wasn't gonna see Ness. You gonna mess around and end up. I ain't even gonna do it to y'all, bro. I'm out.
Put to the test.
Ooh, yo. So we got a super chat from my man Sony who says, Doomy, you said by the end of the show, what's your opponent choice?
All right, this is what I'm gonna do.
I mean, they're as good as dead.
Let's go, champ. Line
He
him
going
up.
the Lucas Santa Maria
Which way?
Pro route.
Which way?
He don't
Which
care.
way? Which way, bruv?
Nah, it was supposed to be Ness, you know, my advisor. He
Yo,
brought
they
up
don't
want to
let you advise. Tell them give you a few hours, bruh. I gotta pitch like a racehorse. Nah, if you want, I mean, it's whatever you want. It don't matter to me, man. You a beast. You a dog. Your name is Doomy. Whoever you choose is their doomsday.
Let's go, champ.
Push it to the limit. Oh, you going roughhouse?
He went
Let's
roughhouse.
go, champ.
He went
I'm gonna
roughhouse.
start right now on you, bro.
He went roughhouse.
Say what?
That's a serious battle right
He
there.
want all that fame. He want that
That's
fame.
a serious battle.
He want that Mike Tyson impersonation fame. You know what I'm saying?
Always there for you, boxing boys.
Doing another accent, like a brand new accent, right? And then Roughhouse is gonna come in with the impression. It's gonna be nuts, bro. It's gonna be nuts.
I might just
all
come
the way.
with the Triple G rap. Chill, Chizzy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
With AJ rap.
Yo. Shout out to Stainless, man. I gotta go. Bye.
All right, peace.
All right, champ.